Hello!
No.
And happy Friday to all of our friends, past, present, and future. Welcome to Legends Die Live, a D&D campaign brought to you by a group of friends. I'm Mike D, and I'm the Dungeon Master.
What?
Which means I know how the pieces fit, and these are my players, the people who change the shape of my pieces.
Yes. I understood that.
And then they don't fit anymore.
Hooray for metaphors again.
We play every Friday,
Yep.
Eastern time. So if you can check us out live, please do so. If you can't check us out live, our VODs and our highlights, which are little bite-sized scenes of our campaign, are available over on the YouTubes. Marco, I'm going to swing it over to you for social media.
We are on social media.
Yes.
As aforementioned, YouTube is probably where you'll find us the most because that's the best kind of content. But we're also on Facebook, on Twitter, very regularly on Twitter. Every one of us has our own Twitter. So follow us all individually. We're also on Instagram and Tumblr, which isn't really like a whole lot, but we got it there. And we are on Discord. The invite is in the doobly-doo down below. And a lot of cool stuff happening in Discord. A lot of people sharing memes and stories and ideas and stuff. So join us.
He's nice. Everything
Back to you, DM.
And Tumblr.
And Tumblr.
Can we just delete Tumblr?
No, we have
Probably.
Tumblr. I'm posting
I
things
don't
to
want that.
I'm putting things to Tumblr.
I don't want
No, you're
fan
not.
fiction whenever that happens.
So if you can't hang out with us
I
Friday,
do.
hang out with us
lick the
any
spoon
other day of
again.
the week. That's so out of context.
Yeah. Good
That's
times.
the best kind
There's
of
already
Mechanically
been
speaking,
an Oni ship.
we're moving right along. We're plowing through this. Mechanically speaking, we're playing Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition. Stylistically, we stay pretty close to the rules, but we do frequently bend them, break them, and homebrew them as well. So if those witches are your kind of thing, check out our doobly-doo in the document. Check out our document in the doobly-doo down below. Shout out to Sirenscape for providing us with the music and for hooking up Chris with music long distance.
Yeah.
Shout out to the DM Collective who have helped me finagle some of the things that you guys will be encountering. Or not encountering tonight, we'll see.
You have yet to kill us.
Don't.
Is that a challenge?
Why would you? Shut up.
That sounds like a challenge.
Not a challenge.
Oh my god.
Remember, only Oni said that.
And
Just Peter did.
shout out to the Playcasters
Playcasters.
Oh,
For-
that was the jingle.
for being a great repository and resource for any content creator.
We're gonna get sued by
podcast
Hot
or
Pockets.
Otherwise.
Hot pockets.
No, that's different.
We're not making
Finally,
money.
It's like
if
the
you're checking us out
harmony to it.
live, you can say hello to our bard Felix, who's in the chat.
G'day. No, hi.
I'm sure
Hi.
Hard.
Tall.
Hi.
Hartol.
I'm sure Felix is looking to jabber since there's been a lot of combat lately, so he's got to.
Yes. I got a lot of pent up words.
Pent up jabber.
So the only thing that's pent up with Felix.
So,
Well,
with
It's been a
that,
Yes.
you don't know it.
with
right?
that appropriate and inappropriateness, I think it's time to swing over to our intro video
Pretty on brand.
and to start our session and see whether these legends live or these legends die. So, last session began with you all right in the middle of infiltrating the Holoquill estate. You managed to weaken both the consort and the daughter, but had not managed to defeat them, and they disappeared before your very eyes in puffs of purple smoke, presumably up towards the matron. And so you took a moment to recover, catch your bearings, and form a plan. And then you made your way upward, attacking the matron and her allies. Riley, you attacked from the safety of a flying griffin,
Yeah.
a trinket you had found below. Agar, you did what you do best. You attacked up close and personally, getting nice and intimate
God damn it, I did
with the matron. Agor.
Hard.
A lot of gore, actually.
Yes.
There was a ton of gore.
It was more than a gore. It was
Yeah.
lots of gore.
Very gory.
Oni,
Yes.
your unorthodox strategy put two of the matron's allies out of commission, at least temporarily, and changed the tide of the battle. Sebastian, you attacked while you also tried stealing the matron's material components.
I didn't do a whole lot.
I said try.
Did more than me.
Felix, you did what you do best.
Yep.
You,
Nothing.
you harassed with the power of your tongue.
You didn't run away, which is what I'm proud of you for.
Despite,
Yeah, just
despite
once.
your combined forces, 3 of you went down at one point, unconscious, right on the brink of passing over into the yawning chasm of non-existence. And yet, your time was not now. You still had duties to do. And you were pulled back from the edge of oblivion
Damn it, Chris.
and back into the fight, where, as one cohesive unit, you fought tooth and nail until the consort fell, the matron fell, and finally the daughter fell.
Yes.
And so the Holoquill family had fallen at your hands. After the fight, you made your way to the gate where the city guards and a large crowd gathered. Azrael cleared the air. You were all transferred over into the hands of Kaijan Blackspire of the first house of Rachnia. He led you to the Blackspire estate where you ran across a closed door, the chittering, yelping, and foul stench of gnolls on the other side. You ran across a second door, making brief eye contact with 2 figures. One, very clearly the matron of the estate, and the other, the 6th-armed Marilith, half woman, half snake, but 100% intimidating in that room. Kaijan led you downstairs into your own private quarters, leading you amongst the marble floors and the fancy decorated halls. You guys were given your own private room, a feast in the middle, and a simple box in the middle of the table. Kaijan walked over to it, explaining to you all that the answer that you were looking for was inside that box. And so we pick up with you all standing around that table, Kaijan's hands clasping the latches and pulling back the top of the lid. And as you lean over to see what's inside, perhaps expecting a burst of light, perhaps expecting something shiny and magical and special looking, you see what basically looks like a compass. A small device with a single dial in the middle, kind of lifeless. Underneath the glass surface of it and underneath the dial are arcane glyphs and sigils, dull and deactivated on the inside. And embedded into it, into the actual foundation of this compass, is what appears to be one of the rotten pieces of root from Ventar. And the dial is kind of like sticking out of that. So he opens the box and kind of slides it towards your side of the table. This is for you. You can take it.
I grab the box.
What is it?
It's, for all intents and purposes, a compass.
I take it out of the box. Does it look like a compass that I'm used to seeing? Or is it weird?
It's a very weird compass.
Okay, this is definitely not my specialty.
And
That's definitely mine.
as you pull it out of the box and like look at it, then swing it over, the dial is just swinging kind of lifelessly.
I think it's broken.
It's not pointing at anything. Here, you're smart.
Is it pointing anywhere?
No, it's just swinging randomly.
So how do we turn it on?
You probably gotta put the piece of rotted wood on top of it, behind it, or something.
What?
That is not helpful.
I take out one of the dead roots from my pack and I'm like, to see if it follows it.
Nothing.
Do you mind if I walk out of here for a moment?
Very much so.
Oh, okay.
Where were you going to go?
Well, I wanted to walk by where the demons were, and perhaps I would point at them, or maybe not.
I'll save your energy and let you know that good thought, but that's not how it works.
It is not. Oh, you know that.
You'll have to return to Ventar.
Oh.
And well, if they're as smart as they claim to be, then they'll figure out how it works.
Wait, so do you know how it works?
Sure.
Why don't you just
Are you
tell us
going to tell us?
No.
Why not?
Is this the catch?
The catch.
Yeah, like when I asked the actress if we could just leave with the answer, and she says there's a catch. So, is this the catch?
I do not. I haven't spoken with the actress, so I can't
Do you want
say.
to?
I have 342 gold. If I give you that much gold, will you tell me how it works?
Oni, you don't understand leverage.
The better question is,
You always give it up.
Give a persuasion check.
Okay.
What?
I'm shoveling food in my face.
Yeah.
Shit. 7.
7.
Yes.
You got anything else of more interest?
What interests you?
Looks at your staff.
What interests
yeah,
you?
right.
Oni doesn't understand. You look at a yeah, and he doesn't.
So if you can't
I
tell
pick up
us
on that.
how it works, can you tell us why you can't tell us how it works?
Yeah, what's with the fucking games? What's the point of having us almost die on this mission, which clearly you enlisted the other family to take over this dumbass family? I don't even care about remembering your fucking
Are you
names right
trying
now.
to distract the people of
Why don't you just tell us? This makes no sense.
Because the knowledge is useless to you at the moment. Even if you knew how to use it, you couldn't.
Perfect, that's fine. We'll tell them how to use it.
They'll figure it out.
Oh my god.
I don't like Rachnia.
Okay,
No offense already.
sure.
Full
How,
offense.
Rachnia doesn't like you.
how do we
I
get
know.
back to Ventar?
We'll give you a few days to recoup. We'll give you a few days to manage things on our end. And then we will send you with guides up to a point of common territory, and then you guys will proceed on your own back to the
Going to
city.
let this go like
Just like that.
nothing.
Yep.
Just let this go.
Okay, thank you.
Can I insight check?
Yeah, I want to insight
Can I
check
insight
that
check
as
the
well.
yep?
I want to insight check what he told us is going to happen. Fuck yeah. 24.
10.
He did not want my gold.
Okay, that means something.
Yeah.
Metagamey, but it means something.
Although his story is weird, there's nothing about his delivery that seems off or disingenuous.
So, this is just going to be another thing of Tricky trying to get us to work for you. We're supposed to take this to Ventar, show it to the High Council or whatever, and they're going to figure out how to use this. That's going to lead to some kind of threat that's not affecting only the tree, but also you people.
And they're gonna have to come all the way back down here.
No,
Solve
we
it.
will have accomplished our mission, and then Faneta Fayfoot will
Well,
tell me.
We didn't get information. We got a compass.
Yeah, we got a compass. We
Had
didn't.
they come down themselves, you wouldn't have to go back up.
Wait, one of you guys can do that whole thingy with the mind, right? Like you can just.
Yeah.
Can somebody contact one of these people and tell them what we found and what they have to say about it?
I've got a slot left.
You can send?
I can.
Ooh.
We've had this conversation like 3 times. He had the whole dream about Bard.
Okay.
He woke me up.
So, sure, we have a compass, and in a couple days we're going to head up there and deliver your garbage to them.
It's not garbage.
What's the catch? Because, like, you said you have to take care of things on your end. Does that mean...
A new family has come to power, which means that there will temporarily be a few days of political and social instability.
Oh.
I thought that was the point of doing it all in secret, is that there wouldn't be.
No, there is going to be.
Remind me of who we're talking to. Like how
We're talking to
beacon of
Kajan.
interest.
Yeah, go ahead.
Does he look? Does he look like he could kill all of us with a flick of a wrist?
I know your
Right
enemy.
now?
Inside check.
I have know your enemy. It's been over
What do
a
you
minute.
want to know?
I want to know his
very
AC and his total class level, if any.
23.
And if he doesn't have a total class level, I'll give you something else.
Okay. His AC is equal to yours.
Okay.
His class level, he has a CR that is above yours.
Shit.
Yeah, but a CR.
Fight.
Are mushrooms still functioning?
No, it's been.
No,
the
it's been more than 10 minutes.
30 minutes
Yeah.
or 30 minutes are gone.
I have some questions.
Chris, you rolled an inside check, and what was it, 10?
23.
23.
Oh, 23, very different.
Yeah. See, like, can he kill us all?
Yeah. At the moment, you don't feel like you want to try.
Yeah. I'm down to 4 HP, buddy. Like.
If you get the sense that if you guys were at fully maxed out, it would be grueling, but you could probably pull it off.
Yep.
But considering the current state that you're in and your current surroundings, it's up to you whether you want to try.
Bad idea.
It probably is,
I
but
have-
my. Go on.
No, I have 3 questions.
Okay.
Okay.
Begin.
What's the name of the Merilith?
My, aren't you curious?
We're buddies.
Your buddies
Didn't she tell you?
with Marilyn.
Why would she tell
Not
me?
mention it.
Oh, she promised I could come with her to here.
This is true.
Interesting.
She did not like me.
Yeah, she healed her.
And your name?
Right?
I will extend your greeting to her, and we'll go from there.
Okay, well, what's her favorite color?
What's her favorite color?
Yeah.
Hasn't come up in conversation. I imagine something tells me it's crimson red.
Sweet.
Oh no.
Okay. Thanks.
Fuck.
How would you guess Crimson Red? Why
Oh,
would you guess
it's a
Crimson
threat.
Red? I don't get.
He's threatening us.
Oh,
Oh shit, you're right.
I don't understand. How is that threat?
Her name's Thava.
Saba? Saba. Saba.
Wait, THAVA?
Saba.
Yes.
There we
Ah,
are.
bien.
So what do we do now?
Well,
Yeah.
if you're smart, you'll relax, mind your manners,
Whatever down.
Okay.
and just wait a little bit. We'll
So-
be back. I'll be back in a little bit.
Okay.
Don't do anything stupid like leave this room.
Okay. Quick question for the purposes of preparations for when we go back. I have difficult time seeing in darkness. I used to have familiar that helped me see. I am lacking some of the components for that. Is it possible that I may acquire them here?
Your persuasion check.
Okay. 14.
14. Incense?
Yes, incense and certain like papers, not papers, sorry, herbs.
Charcoal?
Oh, I have
Herbs.
I have the brazier. Yes, that.
Yeah.
But yes, incense and yes.
I don't know if we have that precisely, but I'll look into it.
Thank you.
Enjoy your meal. And he turns around, his long black leather jacket that comes down to his ankles sort of whipping around, and he takes his black onyx cane,
Is he in a Neo jacket?
essentially.
He is part of the Matrix.
And
We all are.
he opens the door. Just one glance behind at you guys. Closes the door. And you can hear the echo of his boots and his cane fade off into the distance.
As it fades away, whoever has the rot thing and thing. Yes, if I may take that. Thank you. And I will spend 10 minutes identifying.
The rock thing.
The
compass.
The rotten
Compass.
Oh,
wood.
the compass.
Yeah.
Okay.
While he's doing that, I am shoveling food into my face, and I have taken their wine goblet, and I am taking the gold and gem encrusted goblet that I stole from the Hollow Quills, and I've just poured it into that.
Give me a dexterity check.
Oh god. Oh, that's good. Straight dex is 20, unnaturally.
Okay. You managed to do so without spilling.
Yay. And it's through a mouthful of food. Do you guys think I should just use suggestion on him?
What?
Don't talk
Bro,
while you're eating.
I don't think that's a good idea right now. I think that, look, I'm really fucking tired and really fucking hurting. So I'm gonna plop down next to him, grab the nearest glass, clink glasses. So I think that we should just relax for a little bit, eat, and just enjoy a moment to fucking be alright. So we'll save that for the moments when we feel we're in actual danger. Chug and start eating.
Will he know we use suggestion after we do it?
Yes.
I mean, he is intending not to tell us.
Well,
So-
I'm saying, like, if we use suggestion, won't he know?
Yeah, he would know.
Wasn't that a terrible idea?
I mean, that's why I didn't go through with it, but I figured he might laugh it off.
I don't think that man's ever laughed in his life.
I
Well,
think
we should change that.
I think that right now just ask one of the people in Ventar, like tell them what we have and ask them what they think about it.
I'm trying to figure out what we have.
Oh
Give
yeah,
me
that's
10
right. You're doing
minutes.
identify.
Oh,
Yes.
that's way better.
Can I look around the room?
Sure. Perception check.
21.
Sweet.
21. So your room is still above ground. So you have windows that look out
Great.
into the courtyard. Inside the actual room is just a long dinner table with chairs set up. Two of the chairs, the forward and the back one, the front and back one, look a little bit more special, and they're adorned with black spires at the back of the chair. The floor here is made of marble, and the marble, unlike the other buildings, was white, and it was embedded with like little
Roots.
fragments and almost like wood chips of like Vintar roots. But you don't see any other like doorways. You can look out into the courtyard. You don't see any.
There's no.
Is there anything in particular you're looking for?
I mean, you said we're supposed to like just wait here, but I guess there's nothing interesting in the room, so
Can I use my own secrets?
You can. I
Yeah.
believe it has a radius of 30 or 60.
30.
Is the room bigger than that?
No, but I want to know what the radius is.
Okay.
For. Okay. So you use the wand of secrets. Nothing immediately. Read the exact wording of that.
It points you into the direction of where there might be traps.
While she's
or-
reading-
Reveals traps or secret doors within 30 feet.
There are neither of those things.
Okay, but this chair.
Looks
it has 4
suspicious.
legs.
It's 3.
Oh,
it's an alchemist chair.
Oh my god.
Wait, what?
No,
Okay.
don't worry about
Sorry,
it.
it's a reference.
The chair's a stoolie.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, there goes one. Sorry.
Have I identified this item?
Yes, you have. It is a custom arcane device, a compass that will lead you to the place of the object within, and the object is the poisoned root. The arcane glyphs and the sigils inside of it that are now sort of dull and colorless are divination in nature. And you, after sort of projecting your mind outward and connecting with it, you realize that the way this thing works is that it's powered by expending a divination spell of a certain magnitude into it, mechanically level 6 or higher.
Holy shit.
Damn.
And then the compass will then lead you
I don't have anything like that.
for 6 hours, or the level of the spell.
Cool.
6 or more.
It has to be a divination spell?
So,
Okay.
as soon as I was done figuring or connecting to that information, I pulled out one of the 3 parchments of sending that we found in the other estate, and immediately just wrote down all of that, sending it to Fanan Fayfoot, and indicating that this is what we were given as the promised information.
Okay.
I will try to save you that paper.
Too bad,
If you'd
have
like, I can. Okay.
What if we use the divination spell? Like
Oh, you mean the
divination.
spell divination?
Yeah, it needs divination.
I don't know how to do
magic,
that.
but That's stupid.
I don't know how to do that.
I do.
Can I sit in the fancy chair?
Okay.
You can sit in the fancy chair at
Let's
the
try
front
it.
of the table.
Oh, tomorrow.
Feels good.
Okay.
You make
well,
Constitution
then
saving throw.
No!
Knew it.
No!
Fucking knew
It's a
it.
trapped chair. What's wrong with these
Wait,
people?
I have a trap detector up.
Just roll.
2.
Do you have DM inspiration?
No. 3.
He dies.
It's not that comfortable.
Knew it.
I could tell that by looking at it.
Okay, so
Dude!
I basically
Fucking
say
shit.
out loud everything that I was writing on the paper, and then say, "This is Oni."
And then as you sign it, the ink fades into the parchment, and the parchment kind of folds in on its own, disappearing from your hands.
Okay, the people of Winter are now aware of it.
Cool. I'd like
Did
to
you tell them we're coming back?
Well, I think that's part of.
I think it's
Maybe I should be
implied.
more specific.
It's
I start
okay.
pulling up.
It's okay.
No, I think it's
Okay.
implied.
They'll figure it out.
It's okay. We should save that.
Okay. Do you want to hold on to it?
No, I can use it.
Okay. Oh, sorry, Sebastian. Do you want to hold on to it?
That's okay.
Agar, have I given you one?
Give me one what?
No, you have one. Sebastian, do you
No,
need it?
I don't think I have
already
one.
asked Sebastian. Felix, do you need it?
Okay,
Oni,
go-
go.
I do have
Oni,
one.
go home. You're drunk.
Okay.
Aquilo, you don't know how to write yet.
Aquilo.
I know her, right?
Okay. I pull
Just
out
don't
one of
be
my
wrong.
notebooks. Oh no.
Arquello, is there someone back home you want to send a message to?
My cousin Spurt.
Oh.
And
We have a new main quest.
We're gonna get sued. We're gonna get so sued.
no.
Hey, little
Homages.
buddy.
Wow.
What did you see outside?
There were people running out of the building into the city. Some of them in better shape than others.
Yes. That makes sense.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
Okay, good
And
job.
then there was a black wall that showed up.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was a giant fire thingy
Yep.
upstairs.
She did that.
I did not.
I did that.
Right.
There were a lot of leaves in the bushes. I saw a lot of leaves.
Okay, so the fire didn't get.
Do I
rid
get
of
the
leaves.
impression he's like traumatized at all from this?
Insight check.
Is he able to be traumatized?
6.
Can I insight?
He's no. He's like scared a little bit and like just recovering from the experience, but you don't think it's more of like he was alone for a little while and there's a lot of uncertainty. We don't suspect there's any sort of long-term psychological damage.
Damn, that was good for a 6. Thanks, DM.
That's what you believe.
He's got a low DC.
Yeah, he's a pretty
That's what I
straight.
believe.
Easy to read.
He's incapable of lying.
That's what I believe.
I would like to attune to my boots of spider climbing, and I'm going to take a page out of my notebook that I use to train with CT and stuff like that, been writing stuff with, and I'm going to list the details of the aboleth tentacle that I had taken, or sorry, Belhameth,
Close enough.
that tentacle with the spikes in it. I'm going to write a description of what it was that we fought, what it kind of behaved like, and all that, all those important details, and put it into the bag of sending to go back to Narayan.
Oh,
Okay.
The creature thing.
So you take it, wrap the note around it, open up the bag. It looks like a very sort of plain looking satchel. And then you begin to put it in and kind of expecting it to like make contact with the floor. It's almost like it just does make, almost like dipping it into water, and then you just release it from your hand. And there's no magical burst of energy or color or even no change in sound. It's just like sliding it into nothing.
This is so fucking weird.
I have actually found that I had taken the spell book from the mage that we murdered.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna start flipping through that.
Okay.
Is it in a language I understand?
It is.
Is that the same book I found?
No, you found one from one of the like shelves
One of the
upstairs.
office.
I guess.
I found one in the basement when we killed the mage who was with the priestess that we expected to be there.
Okay. You find that it's written in a language undercommon.
Okay. Yeah, I
You
don't
don't
read
speak
that.
it?
I don't read.
I will cast comprehend languages.
Thank you.
Do you cast it on him?
No, but he can read it for me.
No, but I can speak.
What does it look like when you cast comprehend languages?
I have honestly no idea. I'm sorry.
Make it up.
Oh, I thought you meant like
No, make it
someone was
up.
going to counterspell me or something.
I have one slot left.
The room.
Felix goes dark.
Sebastian. No magic in here.
Well, specifically for reading, I have to touch the page.
Mhm.
So I'd say I wave my hand, flourishing it magically, and let's just say a very faint white glow travels down my arm to my fingertips specifically, all five, and I just start to run it across the
like
page.
Braille.
Yeah.
I love it.
Do they stay lit up?
While reading, yes.
Okay, as you run your magically lit
Very cool.
fingers across them. Give me an Arcana check to see how, because this is kind of written in
It's
arcane
magic-y.
code.
If he's reading it out loud, can I like help him figure it out?
I'll give you advantage.
Cool. Wow.
Glad there was advantage.
Yeah,
for
holy
real.
shit.
Arcana check
Intelligence.
is 19.
19. Okay. It contains a number of different spells, some of which you recognize as being evocation in nature, some of which you recognize as being more defensive in nature, but most of which are currently out of your current capabilities, as well as Oni's current capabilities. But I will give you the specific. I'll just hand you the sheet later.
Dope.
Okay.
Cool.
Uh,
So over time, while you go that, I'll make like notes on my notebooks
sure.
and. we'll figure
Can
it
I
out
check
later.
out the other book? I'm assuming it's also undercommon?
Actually, this one didn't have much text within it. Let me get to my notes.
It's a picture book for the baby that we
Sort of.
murdered.
So it's a Jesus.
Oh my god! Peter!
Yeah. What's up?
It wasn't our fault. It was the monster guy. He did it.
He did do it.
We invaded their home.
Oni, telling it like it is.
We told him to kill. Oh my god.
So it's a large, very thick tome to the point where like the actual binding stands 8 inches. You like, and it is just lots of squiggly lines. And some of the squiggly lines are solid, some are dashed, others have like triangles. They're marked in different ways. Give me an investigation check.
See. I see.
You can see.
Can I try?
You want to try looking at it?
Yeah.
All right,
11?
make an independent investigation check.
Oh, I'm good. -1. 17.
Okay. So Sebastian, as you're trying to focus on this tome,
Hey,
Riley's like
hey,
over your
hey.
shoulder. Her fun buttons lighting up the room.
So I'm like, why don't you take a look?
Which roll?
Oh, 11.
It's relatively incomprehensible.
17.
17. It doesn't immediately strike you what this is, but you kind of flip through it casually. And then you come to a marker that's next to a lack of squiggly lines, which reminds you of something familiar, and you realize that like this is a map of the Underdark. And you come across basically like a coastline where the squiggles stop because presumably there's water.
Oh, so this is totally a map of the Underdark, and we're right here, and that's water, obviously.
Do we know where we are? Can she recognize that? Oh.
I start ritually casting detect magic.
That's
I
a
don't know
note
if
I'm
you
putting
know
in
this,
Song of
but
Rest.
Oh, thank God.
Okay. Give me a performance check.
Should we use our hit dice for short rests?
Oh, that's not good.
We're gonna get a long list at the end of this, hopefully.
It's the lowest performance I can roll.
Really? You rolled a 2?
Yeah, so 10.
Pretty good.
An average Song
So
of Rest.
totally average.
Exactly, an average Song of Rest.
Well, you were nearly dead a few times, so...
I'm
it's pretty
tired.
good, yeah. It's very impressive, actually.
Struggling to play his pan flute.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's too much food in his mouth.
Oh, yeah, I'm still eating.
One activity at a time, buddy.
I'm so happy to be alive. It's just so many good things.
Oh yeah, we have business with you, mister.
We do?
What? No, we don't. We have bed with me. It's just bedtime.
No, we don't.
We do not have
Well, I mean-
beds here.
That's your guys' loss. But I think it's time to pass out.
I agree.
It is middle
there
of the
beds
day.
in
no?
We've been awake for a few hours, but fuck it.
No beds in this room.
Yeah, there
Where are
are
you
no
going
beds
to
here.
sleep?
Also, the mean person said he'd be coming back soon.
I'll sleep in that large salad bowl.
We've been sleeping out on the dirt and
May
stuff
fit there, yes.
I
for
pick
weeks.
up a loaf of bread. Here's your
Oh my
pillow.
god, brilliant idea.
Here's your pillow.
Does detect magic
I
light
want a
anything
giant
up?
loaf of bread for a bed now.
Wait, so how much did we get healed
Call
for?
it my loaf of bed.
You roll your dice.
Oh, I rolled which die?
Loaf of bed.
Your hit dice.
D10, dude.
Oh, cool. How many?
So you roll a hit
As many
dice
as you
and
want.
then you add a d8 to it. One time.
You can roll as many as you want. As long
no.
as you have
We
that
have as
many.
many as your level.
I added
You're doing a regular short rest, and then you added.
a D8 to my hit points.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
That's all of your. Okay.
It's only 4.
There you
Oh, okay.
God
you
damn,
need
that's
coal
not
on
too
the
good.
table.
Food.
Food, goblets of wine, little shakers that you assume are filled with some sort of condiments. As you look around the room, perhaps the most interesting thing of note is that the door frames are made of like this black spiral carving, and right above the center of the door is a spider head with 2 pincers that like hang down into the room.
It's kind of cool.
Is it sentient or anything? Like,
Just looks
I have detect magic on. It's not magic.
ornamental.
You
It's
do?
It's just pretty, yes.
Actually,
I was doing it while they were talking and he was eating while playing music.
oh, I thought that was identified.
No. I already identified all the things I need to identify today that I think.
Oh, what's this?
Can I see Ettercaps from the window?
The Pearl of Power.
Ettercaps
You already know
specifically?
that, don't you?
Or
Oh yeah. Same.
Yes.
any other interesting beast that I would
Perception check.
maybe want to kill and harvest later?
What? Why?
Uh,
Just want to get out of here.
Always
13.
thinking about killing.
13? You don't really see anything, but as you look around into the garden, you notice that the garden area has a number of statues of like spiders and demonic-looking creatures, and statues of like the female figure and the female form, and it's a lot of gravel. But you notice that a bunch of the gravel looks freshly disturbed.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't currently see any.
Do I
creatures
recognize the statue woman to be Loth?
It's not Loth.
I would actually also like to identify the potion that no one drank, I think. There was like one weird potion.
Yeah, the haste
versus
potion.
The haste potion, yeah.
Is it actually haste? Do we know that? as
Watch it be
players?
some horrible poison that I almost drank.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna stick my finger in and cast identify.
It's haste.
This is haste.
Yeah, it
It's
would be
very
perfect for
powerful
me.
spell. Will
Just
make you.
look out for my flute. Called it. Just go back.
Yes. It was well assist.
Can I take it?
You want this?
I think it'd be useful for me eventually.
Well, it would be useful
Or for
either
him.
of you. It doubles your ability to move quickly, so you two are always kind of slow.
I
Well, I don't care.
After some time,
take it. Thank you.
there's a polite knock at the door. And then before you can even answer, it just opens.
It's still probably the nicest anyone's been to us in the
completely
Underdark.
That's very true.
Yes, thank you for knocking.
Very
That
true.
was very courteous of you.
And in enters Kaijan.
Oh, I thought
Yeah.
it was going to be the Middle East.
Me too. I'm sad.
He's got a
don't think
mohawk
she'd knock.
of white hair that's braided down to the middle of his back. His long pointed ears
It's not as nice
come
as
in
my mohawk.
through the door,
Hello.
adorned with piercings that look like the rib cage of a small animal.
It's so cool.
Kind of. He's in the process of like putting something into his long leather
Do I
jacket.
see what it is?
Perception check.
25.
25. You notice that it was some sort of paper or parchment.
Cool.
Sebastian would have guessed that, given that it's going in a front pocket.
It could have been
You
like
think you're
a
so
glove.
fucking smart, dude.
And he enters the
A glove
room,
or a
cane first.
flask. Welcome
true.
back.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Lava would like to see you.
Really?
All of us.
You
Okay,
plural
hold
or
on.
you singular?
Okay, I'm ready.
Obviously singular.
She'll be meeting with Riley.
And we just stay here, I'm guessing?
Would you like me to show you to your quarters?
Yes.
Ooh, that'd be nice. That'd
There's
be
nothing
so
here.
Lovely.
Okay.
I'm gonna, as
Yeah.
we're kind of like walking away, I will look up to Riley. Just be like, do mind your class or it's all of our ass. I'll give her my last inspiration.
Well done.
I don't know what you said, but thank you. What's a jet class?
I don't
No,
know.
mind your class,
your class.
or it's our ass.
I heard mine jet class.
Yeah, that's the gangsta vision.
Riley's so good.
I want to give you something because I don't like that you're going alone, but I don't have anything.
Can I use my pearl of power real quick?
You have to attune to it,
What does that do?
I
Oh,
believe.
I mean, I was going to tell you that I was doing. That's fine. I
It's
don't
fine.
need
You
it.
could have attuned to it. It's
I
fine.
don't need it. This lady's nice.
Please do.
Okay.
Thank you.
Also, where's my griffin?
It's just hanging out in the middle of the room.
Seriously, it's
Can
not
it-
too big.
Can it go back to that little
In
miniature?
6 hours, it will.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
I believe there's a command word to revert it.
Oh, is
yeah.
there to revert?
Wait, I wanted
To
to
summon
study.
and
I
revert,
wanted
yeah.
to study the griffin.
Dude, if you study my griffin,
I'm not gonna hurt it. I just want to look at
That's
it.
the other side.
I just want to look at its
I
inside.
just
forgot.
read through it a minute ago.
I mean, eventually, but she doesn't know that. I would like to. Nah, never mind. I'm not
I'll
gonna
look
do
through
it.
Okay. I'm
Sebastian wants out of this room.
ready.
Maybe been sitting here doing nothing.
Whoa!
Yep.
Calm down, dude. Get a little high energy there.
That's Gar Marco.
Are you all ready?
I'm ready.
Yes.
That's already.
Yeah, you can
I'm
speak the
ready.
command word to revert it to a figure.
Oh yeah, I did that then.
Okay, what's the command word?
Have you come up with one?
You don't know the
Down boy.
Hanks, it's okay. It's just me.
I want to cry.
As you say that, it reverts
thank
back
you.
into an onyx figurine.
Is that a reference?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ting, ting, ting.
To what?
Rip O'Malley had it.
Rip's dog.
Yeah.
Oh.
A reference to a previous campaign.
Yeah.
Somewhere in the world, Ronan is smiling.
Yeah. Yeah, we're roomies now, like forever, right? Yeah.
Okay, so you guys make your way back out into the hall, make your way down a corridor, and then up some stairs.
Up, not down?
Up.
Oh, wow.
And then you make your way up another set of stairs to the third floor.
Ritzy.
And then you make your way down a hallway. There's a couple of doors to your left and to your right, into a doorway. And when you enter that doorway, it opens up into a bridge, a walkway that extends outward. And you guys walk along that walkway. And as you're making your way along the walkway, you now have a very clear view of Rachnia, the city. The estate is kind of built up on one edge of the town and kind of near where the dome comes down to meet part of the land. And you guys make your way across that bridge to 4 stalactites that hang and appear to be hollowed out and have windows in them.
Fuck, that's
Nice.
That is pretty cool.
cool. Yeah.
And right up above the stalactites, the silvery lattice of spiderwebs, like part of it connects over there. So you've got sort of a hub of spiderwebs that connect to this quadrant, this quad of stalactites. He leads you in to the center of this man-made bridge, and then kind of raises his hands pointing to the 4 doors of the 4 stalactites. These are your quarters. You're welcome to divide yourselves however you like, but this is where you will be staying.
What about Riley?
I assume some of you can share.
Okay. Then,
I'm gonna grab Felix and be like, where to take in this one?
As he's like picking me up and carrying me away, I was like, is there companionship for purchase?
Ah. I turn him towards him.
You see him smirk, perhaps for the first time.
In his
I knew
entire
I'd get
life, apparently.
Yes. I knew I'd get him.
He goes, how much are you willing to spend?
I'm not going to share my gold for this.
I've got you a bit. I've got you, mate. If you need
Yeah, it's
more.
like, we've got a good amount of money. I mean, what's the average one go for? We'll double that.
I mean, for a surface dweller that's a halfling, probably 600 gold.
Wait,
I don't got you, mate.
If you're lucky.
I don't
You're lucky.
understand.
That's
Are you lucky?
I am very lucky. I can usually argue to a point, but man, that's like half my gold.
I don't understand. Companions.
That's half your gold?
Are we bad
No, it's
companions?
less than half, but no.
That's like all my gold.
That's double.
I'll just
my
do it, guy.
What?
I look at him, shrug, and just like lead him into the door.
Enjoy.
We will, thanks.
On a different
Fucking piece
note,
of shit.
um,
And I whisper, "You're not gonna fucking touch me."
the incense and the herbs. And
My old
so on.
reliable.
Any information on that? Or do you not have any yet?
They're currently checking their stores.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. I'm going to go into one of these now.
I trust you all can manage to find your way to your bedrooms.
Yes, here. Thank you. Come on, Arquilo.
Are you ready, Riley?
Actually, Arquillo, can you go with Riley?
Okay.
Thank you.
You want me to bring the kobold? I don't think I should bring him.
I feel like her presence would kill him.
No, I mean, we mentioned before. And
I think he's been through enough.
you don't want him there.
I don't know what's going to happen.
Oni, why don't you teach Arquillo a new letter?
Okay, Arquillo, come
Sorry. That's all we have time for.
The whole
Does
campaign.
Yes, that's it. He'll get like to Z eventually. Does our room have a fireplace?
No.
No.
Damn.
It has.
Way to kill the mood.
However, what it lacks in heating, it makes up for in an outstanding view of a otherwise menacing city.
Are there actual doors?
Lovely.
In fact, you don't have a fireplace, but if you stand near the window and just with a little ounce of imagination, you can look at the Temple of Loth
Yeah.
as if it was your own private fireplace at a distance.
I cast create bonfire.
This is a timeshare?
This is wonderful. God, this is the slave quarters. Like, imagine the the higher ups.
This is. Well, I'm not in the room with you guys. Never mind.
I
How many
think
beds
it's
are there?
slave quarters.
2 beds per room.
Alright.
Did we see any
Damn.
servants while we were in here?
Yeah, you saw servants walking around.
Did they look to be in a better state than in the Shadow Blades?
By and large, they seemed well fed, predominantly drow.
Cool.
Actually, give me an insight check, Sebastian.
So weird. 23.
Do you want to borrow my
23.
D20, man?
You're on 19.
You did
Oh,
notice
that's not
as
good. To me.
as you were making your way through the estate, there were a few servants that were muttering and bickering to one another. And based on what they were carrying, it looked like a platter of untouched food, basically. And they were bickering to one another. Even though you don't speak their language, it's very clear they were bickering about the food. They're very frustrated. They were just like
You strive for excellence.
arguing
evidently.
as they left the hall.
Oh, maybe it's because someone didn't eat it.
We're not the only guests. I mean, that's clear in the Marilith.
Yeah. And the Knolls.
Sorry. We had said that we were gonna loot the captain after we came up from the priestess. Did we get a chance to loot it before we went up?
Yeah, we did actually. We did
Yeah.
loot them.
Yeah.
We did
That's
loot
what
That
I
it.
got my
happened on
goblet.
stream, yeah.
Yeah.
You were busy yelling at me for taking the goblet.
Yeah, but that happened.
Yep, and I got the goblet.
Okay.
So,
Riley.
you're all gonna sit tight as Riley and Kaijun make their way back across the walkway, back across the bridge.
I'd like to ask Arquillo if you'd rather learn language stuff first, or if you'd like to learn combat stuff first.
I want to fight.
Okay, I'll teach him some
with
basics.
words.
Knowing is half the
He's
battle.
gonna struggle mentally for a while and start trying to teach him magic
What did you say? I want to fight what?
with words.
Oh. All right,
That's more
Shakespeare.
of that's a Felix lesson.
It is.
Yeah, it is.
I'm gonna start trying to teach him magic.
Okay.
Yeah. So first you have to learn Gnomish.
Oh boy.
Yep, you got this. Let's do this.
How long do kobolds live?
11 years.
Oh my god.
Did we ever ask how old Arquillo is?
Yeah, I feel like we did.
I think he's like 4.
Does he know what his age is?
I don't know.
You know what? Let's
I
just
can
let
count that
Riley do
high,
the
yeah.
barrel thing, and I'm gonna try and teach him how to fight magically.
Sebastian, while you're doing that, is going to look for something to steal.
Okay. Within
Shocking grasp.
your room? Okay.
Yeah,
Investigation check.
One day
Mostly
I'll
out of
turn
spite.
Arquillo into an Eldritch Knight.
17?
17. Not much of particular value. You can steal like some nice looking towels, some nice looking goblets if you want to like raid a hotel.
We're at the Marriott. Take the towels.
I'll take a
Little
towel.
shampoo bottles.
Are they monogrammed?
Yes.
Okay, yes, definitely. Definitely taking one.
It's monogrammed. It just says BS.
Okay. I love that. It just works so well.
That is all.
I think we found our highlight.
There you go.
Just wait. Just kidding.
Don't meta highlight.
Right. If a Gar isn't interested in a victory boning, then I'm going to bed.
I'm very much not.
All right. I'm out then.
Oni wouldn't be either.
Gee, thanks.
You're not my type. Don't worry, mate.
You're not mine either, but, got what you got.
Okay.
Not a whole lot working with here.
Scene cut
Scar.
to Riley.
Thank you.
Turn it around.
Kaijon making their way. Is there anything you'd like to talk about? Anything like that? You just kind of walk in silence.
Does she live here?
No,
Is she a queen?
not in our society.
Should she be in her society?
I guess that she's more of a general.
She's in the military.
I mean, with how many arms she has, I think she is the military.
I can't tell if you're being nice or mean right now.
Let's keep it that way.
I
Okay,
like him so much more.
is your jacket hot?
You tell me.
Where was this when I was with him?
I don't say anything else.
As you
Smart.
just shut
This
up.
guy creepy? We don't know.
The answer is yes.
Yep. Oni knows this feeling.
You make your way back to that same hall,
Oh no, is the matron in there too?
and the
Probably.
door is open. There's this long table with food, and there's a stillness to the air as you can hear the conversation stop as they can hear you approaching from down the hall. And so you walk,
I feel like they were talking about me.
you enter into an almost silent room with just the sound of like the Merilith just crunching on a grape in her mouth.
Is she the only one in there?
Matron is in there as well.
Okay, I would like to do a big spin and end it with the lowest curtsy I can muster.
Performance check.
Oh god.
You have inspiration.
You do.
Oh, never
Natural
mind.
20.
Natural
Alright.
20.
25.
So what does it look like?
I
Top
just walk
curtsy.
in and I do a really quick around spin and then here that was not
Plie and
yeah, all the ballet stuff and curtsy at the end. Really low.
Another grape crunch cracks the silence. And then the Merilith uses her middle two hands.
fucking hell.
Slow clap.
Please, approach the table, my child. And as you approach, you hear, the door shuts behind you.
Does it sound ominous?
Yeah.
I insight check the door.
You can certainly try.
I'm just kidding.
You're standing at the foot of a long table. The Merilith, half snake, half woman. Her 6 arms reaching out, casually sipping from wine, casually picking at grapes lazily. Very, very beautiful porcelain features, eyeliner that kind of gives her this long, elongated look to her eyes. But as beautiful as she is, every time she opens her mouth, there's just like a series of jagged fangs. You swear there was almost like a red glow emanating from the back of her throat.
Almost 10 buns are red right now.
And sitting next to her at the seat at the head of the table is the matron of the Blackspires, a woman that has a very gothic Victorian look to her. She's a little sort of pale, gray, purple skin, and hair, white hair. It's kind of wrapped in this elaborate bun around the head, leaving her neck bare, exposed. Nice jewelry hanging around her neck. Everything black. And you actually notice that a lot of the jewelry seems to be wrapped in hemp or hemp-looking fibers material.
Takes better with his birthday.
So monochromatic.
You don't know. And so you walk along this long table, big open windows looking out over the gardens of the estate. And the Marileth, with one of her 6 hands, points, kind of extends her palm to a seat across from her, such it's that the matron, the Marileth, and then you.
Interesting.
Triangular
I
formation.
sit down with all the class my mother tried to teach me but failed.
You've done very well.
We have an insight to her backstory for the first time.
I think it was more of a joke.
Nah, that's true.
Oh.
Yes!
Okay, you sit down. It's a pleasure to see you, says the Marileth.
Likewise, General Saba.
See, my presence precedes me. So, is there anything I can do for you?
You want to just do something? Like ASAP?
You requested to speak with me? Here I am.
You didn't think about this?
Think about it.
I don't think I request to speak with her per se.
Well, you are now.
I didn't
Yep.
think I'd get this far.
Yeah, exactly.
Pick up a wine goblet in front of me to stall.
They trade sidelong glances. Look back at you.
They is in the Marilith and the matron. Wow, you're really leaning into that, huh?
I appreciated it.
How about some insight as to why she's here?
Ask a personal question, maybe?
The first question you ask is a personal. Okay.
I approve.
I'm all ears.
So, like,
Arms.
And arms.
give it guys. Like, do all trees think you're super scary, or just like that tree?
Just that one.
Just that one? Oh shit. You know why?
Not exactly.
Is everybody scared of you?
She leans in. What do you think?
Yeah,
Should they be?
probably.
Yes, they should.
Yeah,
And they are.
cool.
I want this one.
Motherfucker!
Uh-oh.
Wait,
She's not ours to give. She's not ours to give.
what do you mean? You want me to play a song? You want me?
No. You're endearing and, based on our previous interaction, quite useful. I want this one. We'll add it to the negotiations.
What the fuck?
Ooh.
What? Wait.
The matron's lips tighten a bit. Keep asking for more and more, Lava.
What negotiations?
Say that?
She gives you a sidelong. The matron gives you a sidelong glance.
Well, I come from a family that does like a lot of negotiations, so I'm just like, kind of, like.
Give me a charisma saving throw.
Oh,
Motherfucker.
Damn.
We're not there, bud.
Inspiration.
Inspiration. You do have inspiration. No!
Ah!
Wait, you didn't roll a d20.
Yeah, she did.
Oh, she
Oh.
did.
18?
Come on.
You just disappear from
Fucking
sight.
banishment.
God damn it.
What's here? Where am I?
Dummy plane of nothingness.
You're just like floating in this black abeyance of awkwardness.
Well, at least the Marilith didn't get me.
Oh, god damn it.
As you're sort of. You get, like,
Beatrice, help!
you find yourself back in the seat.
Okay, just kidding.
Matron looks back at the Marilith. What will you offer to the cleric?
Super expensive.
See what you done to yourself.
Yeah, it's great. I fucking love it.
I can tell if you're being sarcastic or not.
I'm not.
Let's talk. Let's talk. But the cleric is mine.
Like forever?
We'll find out. You haven't quite convinced me yet.
I think they're ignoring you.
The Marilith turns her attention back towards you. Anything else?
Like forever?
Forever? Do you expect to live forever?
No, just your lifetime. Oh shit.
No, please no.
Come now. Don't be scared.
I'm not scared. I just have a lot to do.
Are you lying?
Only like halfway.
Only
Give
halfway
me a
lying.
deception check.
Yeah, get +5 for only lying halfway.
Y'all crap on Sebastian for talking.
Yeah, I
Like,
know, right?
no more words to Sebastian about talking.
17.
Half the words.
Sure. They're not scared.
Now I can high five her forever, y'all.
Well, you need it forever.
Return
Please high five her.
to your quarters. And then she looks back at the matron. Looks back at you.
Wait, I have a question. Will I be safe?
Safer than you would be here.
Can't disagree with that.
Okay.
It's a lose-lose.
I was gonna pinky swearsies, but that's not a pinky swearsies moment.
No, it's not.
Very well. I will come for you before I leave.
I salute.
That's the official salute of the Marilith army.
No, this is.
So you stand up, leave, and as you open the door and close it behind you, there's Kaijon down the hall, sitting on a bench next to a window, a sconce right above his shoulder, emanating a bit of purplish blue light. And he puts a little like leather-bound pocketbook away. Stands up, comes to you. How'd it go?
She said she wants to eat me.
Consider yourself lucky.
Uh-huh. Do you want to keep me, maybe?
If the matron thinks you're of value, sure.
Can I go upstairs now, please?
Certainly. Let us return to your companions. You begin walking your way back. Is there anything you guys would have liked to have been doing in that time?
Agar.
Teaching Aquilo.
Do you consent
No,
to the experience?
not about to
Honestly,
sell my soul
yeah.
to a devil or whatever.
That was just to my penis, but
Fucking dog.
Pass.
Teaching Aquilo. Shocking grasp.
Way to start off going big.
Well, you know, he said fight with words.
let's start with a cantrip.
It is
Shocking
a
grasp
cantrip.
is a cantrip.
Oh, is it? I didn't know that.
But it's one he can hurt himself with.
Yeah,
He doesn't wear metal. It's fine.
that's true.
He's got metal things.
Sure.
He's got metal hooks.
What kind of
Which
rolls to
I
teach
know-
a kobold
I
that?
know he can't freaking learn it as Peter because he's got fucking 8 intelligence.
Okay, give me.
A miracle check.
Right.
I guess this would be persuasion because you're like just trying to like hold his attention and whatnot to teach him.
Okay.
This is the third persuasion check of the night for Oni.
Yeah. 5.
5. He keeps on getting distracted.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, to do the spell, you have to pull up in the book. Yes.
Okay.
And then
And
you
I
have
hit him with it.
No. Not with the book.
No,
Well, sort
it's
of
not
with the
sharp
book.
enough.
No, it is not sharp enough, and you would lose in drawing the pages. It is bad idea to hit people with books. Do not hit people with books. So
Okay.
you have
What
to
do you use a book for?
you use the book for the reading.
Oh boy.
Yes. So we're going to teach you the words you need to use when you are going to cast Shocking Grasp, and I like do the thing cast Shocking Grasp on my hand.
Yeah, I want to do that.
Yes. Okay. So this
I
is
want
what.
to lightning people
Yes, that is what we're trying to teach.
like with sky power.
No, that's not sky power. It
Lightning
is-
comes from the sky.
It can, yes, but in this case, it is not. It is coming from your hand.
Hand power.
Well, sort of, but I cast Mage Hand. This
Hand
is
lightning.
more like hand power. Yes, hand lightning. That is good.
Okay.
Okay,
Teach me hand lightning.
so in Gnomish,
Oh.
yes. And I start reading it in Gnomish to him, trying to get him to repeat it.
As you're reading to him, you see his eyes like begin to like.
Are you paying attention?
Yeah.
Okay, so I start trying to do it again in Gnomish, trying to get him to repeat it. I don't know how this is gonna go.
He rolled a 9 on intelligence.
-1. Yes. But that is wrong.
Okay.
So we'll try again now.
Okay.
Okay. I don't know how to read Gnomish with Peter, so I'm not sure what to do here.
There's a
Speak
lot of
Spanish.
back and forth.
Speak Spanish. That's not much.
You know, I thought about going that way with it, but meh. Oh well.
We can do French for Elvish.
Riley,
Nobody knows
eventually
any languages,
you.
man.
How have you guys divided up the rooms? Like who's in what room basically? I know Felix and Agar are in one room, Oni and Arquillo, so you have your own room.
So there's an
You could
extra.
take your own room if you wanted.
Oh no, I'm bursting through Oni's door.
Hello.
Okay, yeah, I think you saw who went into what room.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was there.
Yeah,
Oh,
she
it's
was there.
Kaijan.
Whose room is whose?
Which one's Oni?
I don't know which one they picked.
Okay, cool.
You definitely saw
D4.
her.
2.
Do you want me to roll one as well?
Roll a d4, Marco.
I don't have any
D4.
D4s on me.
1.
Oni!
Yes.
I got right now. Well, I did something
Yes, you spoke with Maryleaf.
She says she wants to keep me, or I'm hers, or she wants me, or forever, until I die.
She wants, but you are not slave.
I don't know if slaves get to decide that.
But you are not slave.
No, now what?
She. But you said no before.
I did say no. And then she said, in her negotiations with the matron who did not like me, she banished me. Real dark.
Oh, I was banished too.
Yeah, it's boring.
It is.
She said, I want this one, and then the matron said, like something like, we'll see if we can work it into the negotiations. What will you give me for her? And then I was like, you want to keep me forever? And she was like, do you think you'll live forever?
We can't lose you.
Oh, and she said, I'm very endearing and useful.
This is true. But I think you have to say no again.
I don't think I can say no.
Can you cast sending and tell her no?
No,
Again?
I mean, like, I don't think she's giving me the option to say no, and she has a lot of hands. If she wants to take me, she definitely can.
Do you know when she wants to take you?
No!
Well, you have the Griffon now, so maybe you can fly away.
Okay, I could do that. Or what if I just, like, keep melting into stone every 8 hours until...
But she can just wait for you. Although,
But maybe
she
they'll
won't
think
wait
I
for you.
escaped, because then
Yeah.
I won't be here, because I'll be in the stone.
I feel like she probably knows that spell.
I don't know.
I don't
I
know
don't know,
either.
does she know any
Oh,
spell?
okay. I have the ring. Yes, it lets me turn into a tiefling.
Will it overcome me?
I think maybe it will turn you into the same type of tiefling I turned into.
Okay, that's a good plan. Or not.
It's not the worst plan, but
I could do that, and I could melt into stone, or ride the griffin.
does Oni know the relationship between devils and demons? Does Riley?
Give me an Arcana check.
Okay.
You
She's
can
a
roll-
demon?
You can roll as
She's
well.
a demon.
Meryl's a demon?
Yep.
Fuck.
Arcana, you said?
Yeah.
I thought she
17.
was just a monster.
17?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have a pretty decent knowledge. You're not sure where the lines between fact and fiction are, but you know about this sort of eternal cosmic war that's been going on between the devils and the demons. She's a
So
demon.
it is very risky because from what I have read, which is not always reliable in this case, devils and demons sort of always kill each other. So if we turn you into tiefling looking thing, it is possible that she may just want to kill you.
What?
It is possible, but maybe she'll think you're not worth her time, or she'll see right through it.
So if I were a tiefling, I would be a devil.
Yes, she is demon. Demons are not great.
I didn't think she was a demon. I just thought she was like a cool monster lady.
You were wrong.
I probably should have detected good and evil or something, a cleric.
That
does.
would have been a good idea, yes. Although when she approached the tree that came from the Feywild, it started to die. So
Hashtag clerical error!
maybe... Oh no! Okay, so maybe I give you ring, and you turn to tiefling.
And then she kills me.
Wait, no! Felix can turn you invisible,
And then what?
and then she can't see you. If you're not physically there, she cannot take you.
How many? But like that. It doesn't last like all day. I don't see how this works.
You said before she leaves, yes?
Yes.
So we find out when she leaves, and then you go invisible.
And then she looks for me for an hour, and then I become visible.
And maybe she does not look for you for an hour.
I'm really tired. Maybe we should figure this out in the morning.
I will think about this.
It's not even noon yet.
It's not.
It's not.
You guys went to the Hollow Quills at like
10 a.m.
3 in the afternoon.
Oh, yeah? I thought it was like in the morning.
Wait, hold on.
Three.
We went to the.
Yep.
Yeah.
You had your dinner, let's say Tuesday night at like 6. You slept, went to the hollow quills around 3, fucked their shit up, and now you're in the Blackspire estate.
Oh, I thought we went there at like 9 a.m. ish.
I don't care. I'm really tired no matter what time it is.
Okay.
This makes sense.
Oh yeah, because it was supposed to be before dinner. Never mind. You're right. It's late. Sorry.
We have to figure out what we can do so that you don't go with Merrill.
You know what?
What?
I'll ask the actress.
That is also a good idea. For now, I'll take the ring off and give it to her.
You should keep that.
I need you more than I need the ring.
You're great. No, just kidding.
Aw.
Okay.
Thank you. So I'll give her the ring. Yes, don't do that. And
Now I have all the things.
yes, it's every magical item Oni finds, he just gives it to you.
Buddy cop movie.
Yeah. And for now, that will be backup plan. I'll think of something.
What if?
Yes.
I tell her I'm really a tiefling, not a human, and so she'll hate me.
Yes, but then she'll probably try to kill you.
That's okay.
No, it's not. That is not okay.
I wish this conversation was
That is-
happening.
You are the only one who
Yeah.
can
Not with just
revive
Oni.
people.
Yeah.
If you die, we cannot revive you.
That's
We
what I'm
can
saying.
contribute.
If she tries to kill me, I'll just heal myself. If she tries to kill me again, then I'll just heal myself again. And then we'll do this over and over and over like Tom and Jerry, and eventually I get away.
I don't know who Tom and Jerry.
Me neither.
Okay. But I
In the corner of the room, you hear,
no, you have
What?
to say it in Gnomish.
Is he?
That is slightly better. I'm trying to teach him a shocking grasp, and I like cast it.
he's teaching me power hand.
Yes, it is not called power hand, it
That's
is shocking
really
grasp.
cool. I'm minor illusion something, and his hand looks like
Out
a
of his hand?
lightning bolt.
Reach. I didn't say the words.
He's a sorcerer.
See, you don't need words.
Well, he's gonna get an aneurysm. We'll revisit this later. Don't do that.
Don't do what?
That. Okay. Attune to the ring. We'll figure this out.
Okay.
Don't go with it immediately.
I
This is not good.
Anything from the three of you?
For the last time, if you
Go
don't
sleep.
fucking stop. Oh. I was gonna make this whole whatever, man. I don't
I
care.
passed out at the word no.
Okay. I fell asleep too.
Where it's still lit.
I wake up
Yeah.
and spoon him.
Who's Big Spoon?
You said there's 2 beds.
I know.
That's true.
There's no
I
spoons.
definitely crawled into him.
Do you let that happen?
His bed.
Very important.
Yeah. I
I'm
will
passed the
still-
fuck out.
All right.
I just spoon him.
You
I'm
snuggle
the
up.
big spoon.
You're like wrapped around his waist.
Yes.
I rolled really fucking high on Constitution, so I am like dead asleep.
Cool.
Real quick, Chris, how's the audio in the chat? Is it alright?
We have one person not doing great on a laptop, but everybody else is good.
The music's not too loud.
Can I ask?
Try
Anybody?
headphones.
Let
Yep,
us
they
let us
do.
know if it's too loud. The music's too loud otherwise,
Yeah, let us all know.
especially for this next scene.
Oh God.
Oh,
Hey,
I
fun.
don't like that at all.
What are you saying? I don't like this.
So,
He's going to play a high
Don't
frequency
take
tone.
Riley away.
was there anything from you, Sebastian,
Uh,
during that time? What would you have been doing as the others were doing and not doing things?
is my door locked?
We should probably tell the others.
I guess I would have just checked out the other stalag. Tight.
Doesn't seem to
It
be.
looks exactly the same.
pretty much.
Recalling my previous reaction upon peeking in on Felix, I'm going to return to my room and stir no further pots.
Okay.
Who are you? What have you done with Sebastian?
Someone with more sense.
Yeah, for real.
I'm a man
Lessons
now.
learned.
You all go to bed. You all sleep uninterrupted.
When he has bad dreams.
Full rest.
Whether or not it's comfortable is up to you.
Very.
We lose Hero's Feast.
Yep. Hero's Feast fades.
I use my last luck point.
Just cause.
Does.
And it recharges the next day.
Yeah.
The next quote unquote morning, 8 hours later, because there is no such thing as day and night.
The next eternal twilight.
Yeah.
There's a knock at Agar, your door.
The fucking.
Just-
Oi! And I roll him off. I stand up and go and answer the door.
It's Kaijun. He was rapping with his cane, and right as you open the door, he was like just about to rap again. He's like heading right towards your forehead, and then he stopped himself.
Morning.
Morning.
Come on in.
He's so polite.
I walk in and I start putting on, I guess, like my clothes and armor and stuff.
That's why I don't trust him.
Take your time. I'm here to see Felix.
He's on the floor.
I cock my head, interested.
Your presence has been requested.
Ah, well, that's disappointing. All right. By whom?
Person in charge.
Godspeed, mate.
Fuck me. All right, let's go.
I don't have that kind of coin.
Don't worry, I'm cheap.
He opens the door and leads you out. You guys make your way down one flight of stairs, down a second flight of stairs. You walk to the dining hall where the matron was, and you walk past it. You walk to the front gate of the estate. Are you chit-chatting with him, or is it just silence?
Of course.
What are you talking about?
What are they not
are
talking
there,
about?
Yeah, so are there any like interesting paintings or busts in the hallway that I can make obnoxious comments about and then ask questions?
Very much so. Very
Oh
much
yeah, I was
so.
like, oh, what did that guy do to deserve a painting?
Not what, who?
Oh, sounds like a hero to me.
And you guys continue bantering in this fashion.
Yeah. As we get closer, I was like, any advice to walk out of this with my head on?
Just do what you did last time.
Just be devilishly charming. Got it.
Gives you a wink.
God.
Oh, I like him.
It's very off-putting.
He's way better than Azrael.
No,
Infinitely.
he's much worse. 'cause
He's a drow, right?
He's trickier.
Yeah.
He's much trickier.
Yeah, I still
But
like him.
is he attractive?
You tell me.
How old is he?
I've described him.
I mean,
Yeah, he looks sallow. He's like old looking.
No.
But he's got a white mohawk.
Braided.
Braided.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I have a real mohawk.
You guys make your way to the front of the estate. And he opens the latch to the iron fence, and you guys make your way out into the city. And as
Into the
he's
city.
into the city.
Oh.
And as he's walking, leading with his cane, he puts one hand on your shoulder. You don't mind?
Is he doing something magical with his hand?
Not yet.
Does he have to like crouch down to like put his
Yeah.
hand on his shoulder?
So it's gotta be inconvenient for him.
You're gonna be walking with his cane up here.
Yeah. Okay.
Would you like to take my hand? And he sends his hand down towards you.
Sure. Just walk.
So
like,
Felix,
like a little boy.
Felix with his giant hat, one brim folded up, his 3/4 of a colorful feather, his
I need a replacement.
his crisp, bright green shirt, and one small hand, holding the hand of an individual wearing a long black leather coat that comes down to his ankles. You begin walking through the city?
I am keeping an eye out specifically for anything that might look gambling hall-ish, or perhaps a brothel of some kind.
Okay.
So anything that I might like.
Investigation check.
I don't think I'm very good at that. I'm not very good at that. That'll be a 10.
10. It's a bit tough to tell. While the residences are easier to tell from the businesses in the city, you're having a tough time discerning which buildings do what.
I will ask him then. Like, is there a casino of some kind, a gambling house, someplace we can play cards around here?
Push your luck, buddy.
I mean,
That's my job.
in a way, that's where we're heading.
Motherfucker. Morbid.
This came into a much better day.
But
In a way.
not.
In a way.
Nobody can say anything to Sebastian anymore. Nothing. Not a word. He doesn't know any of this. He's just sitting in his room with his towels.
Feeling indignant. Why'd you drop everything, man?
I thought I didn't drop my chair brakes.
Oh.
Get a new chair.
It's like $200.
What?
Well, clearly it wasn't worth it.
It's very worth it. It's just like 7 years old.
Get a new chair.
Sorry, DM. Go on.
No, it's fine. We're contemplating.
Sebastian's spidey sense is tingling.
Yeah.
Felix,
Oh, fuck.
you make your way, moving closer and closer
To your demise.
towards the center of town. Actually, before I jump into that, I'm gonna switch Sirenscape.
Okay.
So just to let you know on your end. 'Cause-
Join us on Discord at the invite down below.
It is set
Join
to
the
never
fun and
expire.
memes and artwork and everything that everybody's doing and talk about what's happening.
yes.
It is a lot of fun.
Send me ideas to not go.
Yeah. Please. Twitch chat, get those ideas going. Is how the fuck do we keep Riley with the party? Because we are at a loss. And if you play Division, join us on Discord as
Yeah.
well, because we have a clan up. And we play together on the Discord.
Me too.
Specifically, Chris and I.
Why is there so much fire? Oh no.
This
Are you
doesn't
going to
sound
the
like
Temple of
crackling
Lol?
fireplace
You're going to the
either.
Temple of Lol.
This is like
thought
burn
that
at the
was-
stake.
Dice clacking together.
Oh no. It sounds like crackling
Hear what
fire.
you want to hear.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, you are a gambling addict, so.
I know. I'm so excited to gamble. I haven't gambled in a long time, guys.
I don't
Or-
think you're
or
going
had
to,
sex.
bud.
This is good.
I believe it. When you believe it, it comes true.
Well, if yeah, sure.
Okay, I apologize, but
No need. We've been keeping the stream entertained with our charismatic
Antics.
banter and
Yeah.
terrible,
Felix.
terrible anxiety as to what you've wrought upon us and Riley.
you make your way through the center of town. Each step moving closer and closer to the Temple of Lolth. The temple looms at the center of town. The flame around the outside, curling, ever burning up towards the spider webs. You reach the base of the tower. There are a couple monks there, hoods pulled up, features drawn, hands folded within. They step aside, letting you pass. You begin climbing the steps, one by one, higher and higher, spiraling around such that you get a different vantage of each of the cities. Occasionally you pass a door, but there's a monk blocking your way from entering. And you continue to climb higher and higher until you reach what is essentially the center of this tall column. You can hear the fire crackling. You can feel the heat emanating off of it. And this time the monk steps aside, and you enter into this large hallway. The room in here has vaulted ceilings, archways. A number of columns lead your way to a singular throne of spider and fire. This hall is empty. Nothing but the sound of your boots and Kaijin's cane breaking the silence.
I squeeze his hand tighter.
He squeezes back.
Okay.
He looks down at you. Then he looks up to the pool of lava that hangs above you, softly undulating. And there's silence.
I kind of like nuzzle closer to his leg.
Just looks down at you. Slight smirk to his face.
Trying to hide how scared I am.
Failing.
Squeezes your hand. You look up, looking past the brim of your hat. And the surface breaks of the lava pool on the ceiling. And you see a familiar figure begin to descend. First, it's just a black foot. And then, right as it gets to the calf, one long, molten leg of fire comes out, attaches itself to one of the columns. Another leg pierces out, attaches itself to another column. And slowly, these 8 legs pull out, attaching themselves to the columns as this woman made of like hardened, crystallized lava descends, featureless, eyes burning with an orange glow, no hair, skin black except for the crackling of yellow and orange heat that comes out. And this being descends lower and lower until one foot falls, coming onto the stone, and then a second foot. And with the legs still attached out of her back and into the columns above, starts walking towards you.
Oh,
Kaijin lets go of your hand,
I don't like that.
and then he begins to step away, stepping behind a column.
I look back at him for support.
He looks to be in a state of awe. And this being comes up to you.
I'll take off my hat. I won't speak yet.
Felix.
I
Do stay. Let us talk.
Okay. It's good to see you again.
And we're gonna go to break.
I knew it.
What is happening this session?
You know, I thought last session was gonna be like twists and turns and fucked up shit. What is happening?
If you're with us in the chat, please vote for the Legends Die, a D20 of inspiration that you can grant to one of the players or to myself, the DM. We will
Bearing
be.
in mind I'm face to face with a god.
No, don't let them take Riley.
That's
They still have more towels.
A lot of hard decisions to make. We will be back in about 10 minutes or so. So we will see you soon. Hello, and welcome back to LDL second half. So, Chris, give me a quick update of what's going on in the chat.
Shout out to the regulars, guys. You know, Ink Tea, Panda, All is Fair, Beastly Muffins showing back up. Appreciate you guys.
You guys are legends. Thanks for joining us.
And I appreciate you even more as we had a 3-1 tie between the two of us. So 1 for the DM, but 3 for old Phoebe.
Ooh.
Thankfully, I got the D20 I needed to survive this encounter.
Okay. Well, thank you guys for voting, and thanks for hanging out. Felix, you are
Okay.
you are standing face to face with a being of immense power. You can feel the arcane magic emanating. You can feel this overwhelming presence bearing down upon you. And she speaks to you. Felix. I know who you are. I know what you've done. I know what you continue to do. What do you have to say for yourself?
It's not a choice all the time. It's something I have to do. I made a mistake a long time ago. I was young and I was dumb and I didn't think it through. I don't like to hurt people, but I don't know what else to do. And I don't know. I don't know how to move forward with it. I don't know how to get away from it.
Felix. As she talks, you can see that the crackling veins of lava move and shift along her body as if she were lava that was in the process of cooling, but it's still trying to push through. You can see there's this weird kind of constant shifting to her skin and her features. And as she speaks, it almost seems to accentuate the glow that emanates from the cracks in the skin. She says, Felix, I can protect that which you cherish, that which Massaro wants. I can protect you. But to do so, you must hand it over to me.
And what over?
That which Massaro wants. That which you reap from others.
does that mean that I wouldn't have to do it anymore?
A sorrow would hold nothing over you. No more obligations. No more misdeeds. No more lying or trickery. No more hunger. Give to me that which belongs to him, and you will be freed. She moves in closer slightly. She moves in closer and then starts to walk around you, making lazy circles. Every once in a while, the legs from her back are still attached to the columns that line the walkway. Every once in a while, a glob of lava will like fall and like Felix. Let me help you.
I will reach into my pack and I'll pull out the contracts, dropping illusory script, and just kind of rifle through them. Why do you want to help me?
As a slight against my mortal enemy, the devils with whom we wage war. As a stroke of dishonor.
On top of protecting me, can you protect my friends from what I'm sure will be a retaliation?
I can offer you protection within Rachnia. The farther you leave, the less my sphere of influence pervades. I can promise you no harm from any abyssal fiend of mine. I can promise you no harm directly from Masaro. And I can promise you relief from your duties.
Between you and Masaro, I would undoubtedly prefer you. But I know that if I give this up, he will come after me. Probably not here. He's smarter than I am. He knows that he wouldn't come after me in Rachnia, but if I leave your sphere of influence, not to ever doubt your powers, of course, bow, could you protect me and my friends after here? What if I ever return home? My father is still alive. It's how I got into this in the first place.
you are on our plane of existence, the material plane, I can guarantee you safety from Masara. Should you venture to the other planes, I can make no promises, but even then, the odds would be in your favor.
Okay.
Do you accept?
Yeah, I do.
She holds her hands outward. Take
I
my
will.
hands.
Oh god. Okay. Okay. God.
It's like putting your hand to a hot stove where you start up and you can feel the heat. And as you get closer and closer, the heat burns more and more, the pain intensifying until finally you make contact with a god. And as your hands make contact with hers, there's an explosion of white light and a spiral that kind of starts at the outer extremities of your limbs, of your arms, of your legs, of your head. It starts spiraling inwards, wrapping itself into this ball in the middle of your body, and then it slowly floats out. Hangs in the middle of the air for a second, and then gets absorbed to her body. Felix, you are now my child. You are now safe. You are now free of Masaro. But it does come with a cosmetic cost.
I touch my face.
And as she says that, your skin begins to burn. And it burns to the point where your skin melts off
Oh my god.
until it's just the red muscle and sinew of your body underneath, and then harder, more callous skin begins to form over. You feel this intense pain at the top of your head in two different spots. And your hat begins to like lift off a little bit, and then it like clatters to the ground. And then from the top of your head, two horns begin to grow outward. Then your skin changes color. From the back, you can feel something protrude as a tail comes out. Felix, you look down at your skin. You lick your teeth and you can feel small fangs. Your vision seems a little better. Like all of a sudden, the dark recesses of the corners appear clearer. And you can feel this abyssal fury within you as you are now part tiefling. Tell me, I'm gonna let you pick what color is your skin.
Oh, you know the answer to that.
Green?
Yes, definitely green.
On top of your green silk shirt. Green on green.
Oh, damn. It would look way better if it was black.
You could change the shirt.
maybe. Kind of want to be emerald. Oh my god. This is too much information to process. I definitely want to be an emerald green tiefling, and I'll have to find a way to dye this shirt.
Isn't emerald just a different shade of green?
Yeah, emerald green.
Okay, so you're going emerald skin on top
Yeah.
of your green t-shirt.
Yep.
Okay.
So it'll like match the shirt entirely, but
Okay, I'm glad in this moment of intensity we're fixating on fashion.
yes, that's the Felix way to go.
Her hands separate from yours as you now stand there. One part halfling, the other half tiefling. And you look up at her, and in the middle of the air between the two of you, this hourglass forms, crystallizing, materializing before your very eyes. The hourglass in which you had occasionally
Step
seen
back. Yeah.
4 columns with snakes spiraling upwards, the sand dripping down, and then the hourglass, as if it was being blown away into the wind, just kind of like dematerializes until there's nothing standing between you and Loth. She looks down at you, says, "You are free, my child. From time to time, I will call upon you to perform a task. Should you refuse, you will be re-delivered into the hands of Massaro. And I can guarantee he will punish you for your violation. But should you acquiesce and fulfill my tasks, we will have a loving relationship, my son."
I am grateful. Thank you for what you've done. I hope that our relationship can prove beneficial to you.
It already has. Her lips curl into this devious smile. One less soul for Massaro. One less general on the front lines in the war against those devil scum.
If you ever would like me to fight for you, I will, but I bite my tongue there. If it is possible, keep my companions out of it, if that be your will, if you find that agreeable.
Your companions have served me well so far. They have taken down the house of the Hollow Quills, those blasphemous drow. Continue doing what you are doing, and I will come to you.
I have skills that I'm sure you know of But if you ever require me to manipulate people, or if you ever need me to do what I was doing, or any other task, you need but ask it.
Her fingers come down to caress the side of your face. And as they caress your emerald green skin, you can see that they kind of melt away your flesh, but then your flesh kind of reforms thereafter. You are already one of my favorites, Felix.
I try to avert my eyes and hide my smile.
Our family will do well in the coming contest.
Okay.
And as she's walking around you, she's been doing lazy circles around you this whole time, occasionally globs of lava. And then she begins to walk away from you, her back towards you.
Can I ask what these contests are? I've heard about them a lot, but people don't seem to have answers.
The war between devils and demons. The eternal contest has spilt over to the material realm. And this is our battleground now.
Oh. Am I to be a warrior for you?
In so many words, yes, you will be my champion.
Oh. Okay. My skills are much more pen than sword.
Don't worry. We will put that silver tongue of yours to very good use. Felix, you have been blessed. Now, return to your companions. And as she says that, her legs begin to retract, slowly lifting her back up off the ground in this Hell's Angel type of scenario, lifting slowly up back towards the pool of lava. Is there anything you'd like to say before she ascends even higher?
Nothing that I wouldn't regret saying. Fucking hell. No, I will bow and avert my eyes and just wait until I hear her gone.
Okay. She moves upwards, disappearing into the pool of lava hanging on the ceiling. And you stand there in awe.
Even though she's not in the room,
Yeah.
I'm still gonna take the honorary 3 steps back before turning around.
Work ethic.
We're still in the scene, but you can.
Yeah. I will turn around again after taking the respectful steps backwards and look for my buddy.
He steps out of the shadows, takes your hand.
Paper, so interesting to get the room myself.
Was he watching the whole time?
Yes.
Well, do you think we can get me a cloak?
What's the matter? Bashful?
For the first time, maybe?
Sure, we can stop by and get you a cloak.
Okay. Am I pretty?
More beautiful than ever.
That helps.
You guys take hands, leave the entrance, begin the spiral back down into the city.
I take the feather out of my hat and leave it in the room.
In the throne room of Loth?
Yeah. Yeah.
This single feather just kind of like hits the cool floor. In the background, there's still the globs of like steaming lava that had melted away some of the marble on the floor. You guys make your way through town. You stop by a small place of business. You grab a cloak, and he purchases it, pays it for you.
Can I get a black feather as well?
Sure, you can get a black feather.
Cool. Replace it.
You guys return to the Blackspire estate. The front great gate creaking. And as you return to the Blackspire estate, you notice that out in the garden are almost 24 gnolls. They're out there just like, they just seem to be like entertaining themselves, like rambunctious, and just like a few of them are like tackling each other. Some of them are like climbing the statue and just like pointing and gesturing at one another, grunting in incoherent threats. And they're just out there frolicking in the garden of the estate.
I want to be an owl.
You want to be a gnoll?
It's
This
a
can be
simpler
done.
life.
I think there's stats for that.
There are.
And then you make your way through the Blackspire estate. You make your way down the hall, up one flight of stairs,
Hood up.
hood up a second flight of stairs. You make your way out to that bridge, the walkway, revealing the city. And at that point,
Breakfast.
sure, bring your companions and then we'll go eat. Come now. And he just pats you on like the upper back.
Mm-hmm.
And he just closes the door as you're standing there on the walkway, the bridge between you and the stalactites. Your black robe and like a single black feather kind of like sticking out of the black robe.
Fuck.
Yeah, we gonna have questions.
Yeah, you
already
are.
had questions, Captain
Yeah.
Impulsive.
Did you prepare Zone of Truth? Sebastian's totally over it now. He's given up on you guys.
Reasonable.
Feel like it's better to do all this at once. I'm just gonna shoot message into each of the rooms.
Yeah.
Just in like the saddest Felix voice, just be like, meet me in the room for breakfast.
Okay.
Everything okay?
Is she trying to take you too?
I bust out the door.
I message back, she got me.
Wait, what?
Okay.
Agar bursts through the door. you see a small halfling-sized figure in a robe, a singular black feather sticking out, and the robe is kind of like uneven at the top.
There's nobody else there.
No,
We're
Kaijan
opening
has
the
closed
door.
the door and
I
left.
I don't run, but I make myself. I briskly walk towards him.
Okay, so you briskly walk across this walkway, and Felix is just standing there. The Temple of Loth out to one side of you, the other half of the city out to the other side of you.
You're going with her too?
No.
Are you all coming out at this point?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I mean, he asked us to go.
Wait, what do you mean going with her too? Going with who? Where?
Hold on.
Lot of things.
No.
So you all emerge onto this walkway to have this conversation.
No. Wait, so you're not going with her?
Going with who?
The Merilith.
Nobody's going with the fucking metal.
So,
Yes.
We're going to Vintab.
the good news is all my shady shit from Masaro is done.
Okay.
Hooray!
Well.
At what
Right.
cost?
I pull my hood down.
Is his head shaved?
Describe what they see.
I am still halfling sized and with my goatee, but I have actually haven't decided that part yet. I have emerald green scaled skin with horns jetting backwards, bright gold eyes. I have taken the form of a tiefling.
Okay.
Hold on.
See?
I'd like to investigate to see
Yeah.
if this is an illusion.
Yeah, same. I want to do the same thing.
It's not.
It's a natural 20. Okay. What?
It's a 19.
You've changed your. How did this happen?
I'm gonna just like stretch him out. Wait, what the fuck? And feel
Don't do
his
this.
wrist.
Don't stop it.
Ow!
What the fuck is happening?
How did this happen?
Tieflings have scaly skin?
It's like calloused. It's like
Yeah.
rougher,
Okay.
not necessarily scaled like a snake.
Okay.
Yeah.
What the fuck's going on?
She said that I could.
Who is she? The Merilith.
Lol.
You went to see
Loth
Wolf again.
Well, that was stupid.
Yes.
I did not have much of a choice.
Oh.
Okay.
Why are you a thief? Hey, me too. I got a tiefling
Wow,
form.
what is the Riley version? Wait, who got the Legends die?
I did.
Chris.
Good.
Thank God.
Yeah, he needed it. What
Yeah.
the fuck?
I don't really know what I agreed to.
We don't, what?
When did you agree to it?
What?
Why do you keep agreeing to bad deals?
Yes.
Well, it got me out of a bad deal.
Now what's
And
the
into a
deal?
worse one. Probably.
Well, maybe not. I mean, he's ugly, but he's not.
He's not ugly.
Whatever
I'm
he
still
did.
pretty.
Ugly.
He's still pretty.
Hold on.
I'm a hot tiefling now.
Can
Just
you
not just
please-
a hot halfling.
Describe word for word what the fuck happened.
Yes, please.
No, I blacked out through most of it.
No,
What?
shut up, you're lying.
Look.
Is that? I want to insight check that. Is he
Yes.
lying?
Lying, goddammit. Put your
Yeah.
dice away.
19.
Yeah, I'll
probably
roll
beat that.
deception.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, that one. But, ooh, do I still get halfling luck?
Yes.
Ah!
Awesome.
Wait, what?
Some people multi-class. I'm multi-race.
Apparently.
Do you have Hellish Rebuke now?
I think. 24 for my deception.
Dude, what
damn it.
happened?
But it wasn't really. It wasn't meant to be a deception.
I was gonna
Um,
trick the fuck out of you.
Right.
She said that. I feel kind of slighted because she was just like, "Hey, give me all the souls that you reaped," and
Wait a minute. You reaped souls?
Well, not exactly.
yeah,
I don't care. Continue with the story.
Not exactly accurate.
Doesn't matter now. Doesn't matter now.
Well,
Right. And so, if I did that, I could be free of my deal, and I could be protected, and I made sure you guys are protected too. Is assuming that we all stay on this plane of existence, we're all going to be safe.
Okay.
And then I'd be free. And then after we made the deal,
Uh-huh.
which was kind of a shitty move,
Yes.
but it's a god, so I guess they're allowed to do that.
Yes.
She said that I'll have to do favors for her from now on,
Are you?
Doing
which
what?
is she failed to specify, which is also kind of shitty. But again, I didn't know that part. I just agreed to hand over the souls and then be out of my deal, and I thought that was gonna be it.
You
But
thought that was
then-
gonna be it?
Understandably so. There's a lot of souls.
I want to clarify one thing real quick.
Yes.
Felix, you did not hand over the souls.
Oh, I didn't.
You handed over the job.
You handed over your soul.
That's
Oh,
an
the-
important
oh.
difference
That is a
that
very
also
important
I would have
difference.
hoped he would known.
I would be upset, but I didn't have it already anyway, so I didn't really lose anything. It just transferred.
Oh, okay.
That's why she said.
She bought
said,
the debt.
Yeah. She said, "I want that which Masara
Gods in
wants."
this world are banks.
Wait.
Wait, so am I still contractually obligated to reap souls?
No.
Okay, good. That would have been upsetting.
Basically, you were bought in a bankruptcy option.
Yes.
Yes.
That's what happened.
This isn't really much of
Yes.
an improvement,
You
mate.
don't own your soul.
No, but now he has a bunch that he can do something with.
Well, I guess
Yeah.
he didn't.
I just want to point out that I feel like it would have been easier to get your soul back from not Lolth.
I don't think that's true.
Hey, what?
I think it would be equally bad.
Okay, hold on. How
Yes, and the other
how
one is the same
permanent?
one.
And I grab one of his horns and shake his head a little bit. How permanent is this shit?
I
Don't
assume
fall on them.
indefinitely.
You're just part devil now.
This was also not part of the deal, just something that came afterwards. And I'm still figuring out how to react to this.
How do the horns come out again?
I
They
think
jet
they're
backwards, I
gonna
think?
be they're gonna be straight back
Straight
jets.
back.
Although
Okay.
that's subject to change, but I'm not freaking out.
Okay.
They're still growing.
And what color is your hair still, or did it change?
Hair's the same,
Okay.
but eyes turned gold.
So you look like a halfling tiefling.
Yes, with emerald green skin.
The other half is teeth.
Wah, 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 wah.
Okay.
Sea lions.
Well,
Well, now that you mentioned it, I have a favor.
What?
Sure.
Well, so last
last night.
morning, 8 hours,
Last
9
time we
hours.
slept.
I
Before
don't
sleeping.
even know. Where are we?
Yeah.
The Merilith, who I thought was my friend,
Uh-huh.
she called me in there and I met with her in the matron, and then she bought me.
No.
I'm sorry.
She negotiated for
You said
me.
that she wants you.
I don't know.
Negotiated with who?
The matron.
She has no claim to. Okay,
Well,
nobody.
I'm not saying that she has claim to me. I'm just saying like that's the deals that I don't have any say in.
Okay, nobody go with anybody else from this fucking family anymore and selling yourselves to goddamn people
I
that you don't
didn't
even
do
know.
it. Like it just happened
We're
to
just
me.
we're just sticking together. Right? Don't go alone with anybody else. This you're just fucking
Buddy system.
Right.
We need a buddy
bloody
system.
system.
This is why.
Thank
we're
you.
not
Look, dude,
cool.
it already happened.
Oh my god, no, we're unhappening it. We're
Okay.
undoing it.
At this point,
Oh.
Arquillo kind of walks around Felix, and from he at something at his robe, he's like, and then he lifts the robe. He's like, "You have a tail.
Yeah, I'm getting used to that.
I can show you how to dig with it."
It's very useful.
Maybe later.
Yeah, let's
Let's
table that
discuss this more
conversation.
importantly. What does it mean when you say that we are protected by law?
Right, I want to know the
Right,
fuck
but
about that
I
shit
want
too.
to know if she can keep me from the crazy Maryland lady who isn't as fucking cool as I thought she was.
We don't want Loth to do anything to us or for us.
Well,
What the fuck did you get us into?
Actually,
We may want that.
yes. So, because she said that none of her
Oh. You
No.
monster.
none of her worshippers would do us any harm.
That's not. Oh.
No, that is a lot. Yes.
We are safe from anyone in the Underdark. We're safe from anyone. You know, she said ideally, like the closer to Rachnia we stay, the
The
better
safer
off we are.
She wants
But we're
us.
safe as long as we're in this realm.
But by this realm, the fuck do you mean?
Like the prime material plane.
The prime. Oh, fucking war magic shit. Look, I've got me gods. I've got me dwarven gods. I'm not. I go to church occasionally. I follow the
Hey.
holidays. I don't
Temples,
fucking
churches,
love this
there's
shit.
temples.
I'm not a goddamn drow.
Maybe Moradin has churches and forges and
The
whatnot.
fuck do you mean that she's gonna protect us?
At this point, I think you have all the information I do.
God fucking damn it. Okay, I'm looking around to see where the tunnels lead out of the city, if we can like see anything.
I have a map. It's really big.
I kind of
Okay, let's get the fucking map out. Let's see what's going on. You know what? You know what? I go to Oni and I grab the spore. Like I just run my hand over the spores and I just like lick it.
You have to make a nature check to see if you can.
Yes.
Do I?
Well,
Nature?
well, Oni does.
Can it be
Actually,
nature survival?
as you start to touch the mushrooms, I go, "What are you doing?"
We're going to have conversations alone, and we're going to not let anybody else know what the fuck's going on.
Okay, I pull the mushrooms like to center stage, and I go, "You need to help me to make sure that they are well fed before we can do something like that, because
Oh.
they need to regenerate."
You can see that the normal bioluminescent plasma that lines the surface of the caps is kind of faded a little bit, as if it's like hungry almost.
So you're giving me
Giving
advantage
you
on
advantage,
nature.
yeah, go for it.
16? No, 13. Yes, 14.
You have the card, so you know
Yeah,
it.
it's 6 people.
Okay.
So everyone, including Arquillo.
So through a combination of water and some nutrients that
Compost.
you grab out of Arquillo's pouches
Mhm.
and whatnot, you manage to provide the mushrooms with enough nutrients to produce enough spores to give 6 of you telepathic
For 30 minutes.
mind for 30 minutes. And so I will say that whole thing retroactively happened while Felix was gone
Okay, cool.
to give the
Yeah,
mushroom
that makes
time.
sense.
Fair enough.
I actually did want to say that while we were in the dining hall before, I wanted to just like take stuff to compost for the mushrooms.
I'm just going to assume every dawn you wake up and take
I
care of the
will,
mushrooms.
yeah.
And I help him.
If you're around, yeah.
So telepathic now, but before we get into that details, I wanted to lean down and sort of look at Felix, and kind of take his hand, like you know,
Those
have-
sweet claws.
yeah.
Claws
I
to
have
claws.
Yeah.
my first master was a tiefling, very good man, Master Yume. A little rough, I suppose, but good man. And it is nice to see a tiefling again. That being said, and I kind of lift it, like I kind of pull him in and lift him a bit. You don't have to do what you were hating before. That is nice, isn't it?
Yeah. It is.
Try to focus on that a little bit more. Perhaps you will feel better.
And I don't have to lie anymore.
Isn't that nice?
But you're gonna.
But it'll be my choice.
That's right.
That's right, buddy. Felix, I have a question, and I'm hoping you answer it honestly. Who was scarier, your former master or your new master?
New one for sure.
Okay.
Oh, fucking Christ.
Yeah, by far.
Yeah, I'm concerned.
So, can we rewind to the part where you were reaping souls?
What is rewinding?
Can we go back to the part where he said he was reaping?
How about we go to the part where you say you've been sold to a Merilith?
I don't even want to
I
know
don't
about
think
that shit.
that's as important.
You gave us too much.
Well, that's in
yeah.
the past. This is in the immediate future.
I still have my. I think is it in there? I don't know. I don't know how does that work.
Well, you apparently sold it.
This is
No.
all levels of fucked.
She has
Just
not sold
so
this.
many levels of fucked.
The Merilith only said that
All
she
my
wants
soul is
right.
priceless.
This is true.
Does the Merilith want her soul?
I don't know.
I don't think she wants my soul.
I don't think they can
she
claim
wants
souls.
My body.
I think she
But
just wants
but
you.
not your soul.
Oh god.
The door opens.
I stand between whoever's coming through the door in the group.
It's Kaijan.
Oh my god.
Hello.
What the fuck did you do?
Supervised. I bought him that cloak.
He's been good to me.
Look what the clock turned him into!
That's not how that works.
That's not what left this estate this morning.
Felix. Calm your front down.
I've been trying to.
Gritting my teeth so hard.
This is calm.
So, are we leaving today?
We're going to have breakfast. No, not today.
Okay.
When?
With whom?
2 days.
Okay.
Who's at breakfast?
I want to inside check that.
Go for it.
Who's at breakfast?
Who's at breakfast?
Empty day.
22.
No one at the moment.
Okay.
They got up before you did.
Well, let us. We can walk. Yes. And telepathically, I'll say, and we can communicate telepathically.
I don't want to see the crazy 6-star lady right now.
We're rested,
just-
right?
You're rested.
Yes.
You're 100% back.
Yeah, we're back to normal.
Okay.
I just
been
spent
so
so
long.
much money on art for Felix.
Oh, that's right!
Hey. Now you get.
Now we have
so
a quest.
many memories to treasure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I'm not. Oh, I love it.
So it'll hang up in our keep as a memory to my
When we get the key. All sorts of things are breaking with you, buddy.
I love it. This is great.
22.
Insight.
For
The insight.
the Kaijan,
Yeah.
seems to be telling the truth.
Okay. Great.
Okay.
That tells me nothing.
So we are going, and we are talking telepathically. So,
As you're going, he takes you down the steps, down the halls, and this time instead of taking you into an interior dining room, he takes you outside to where there's kind of a buffet of food just kind of out on a bunch of platters outside.
picnic style.
So now you're having breakfast in the garden, and you notice that there are other
Still dark and dreary.
higher ranking Blackspires around. You see the matron off kind of in a, for lack of a better term, gazebo, where the gazebo is like the top of it is a spider, and then the legs are the sides of the legs that come down.
The columns.
And amidst, and then the Merilith is with the matron in the gazebo. And amidst all this are a number of gnolls that are just like
Arachnizibo.
rough housing in kind of the periphery of this. They make sure to keep like a distance between any of the drow and like the royal family. But they're like just rough housing and fighting and like gnawing at one another. There's a few skeletal ones that like are walking by, and one of them will like smack a rib from it. It'll like go pick it up and like put its rib back in place, and they continue to roughhouse. And then outside the gazebo is a arachnid zebra. Is a large
That's terrifying.
gorilla-like creature that's just currently sleeping, its head on its giant muscular forearms, eyes closed, 2 tusks from the top and bottom lips, and just. And so, amidst this chaos, amidst this scene, you all exit out to a table of food, communicating with each other telepathically.
Nobody go fucking anywhere alone.
Oh boy.
Could I request a mirror?
I
Yeah.
take out my little pocket
You haven't
metal
seen
mirror.
yourself yet? Wait. Put that on.
Oh, I don't show it to him.
Wait. You haven't seen yourself yet?
No.
Let the poor man
What?
see what's happened to him for doing stupid mistakes. I give him the mirror.
But you look really cool.
Thank you. Just like hand literally just trembling. Just look at myself. Am I still hot?
You tell me.
I hope so.
Yeah, you are.
Are your legs goat-like?
You know what? You're even hotter now that you're tiefling.
Yes.
Yeah.
You got
Get
that
out
like
of here.
you got that like badass edge to you now.
Your golden eyes are
You're,
they like
you're
pupils?
clearly in the boy band. You're clearly the bad boy.
That makes it
But
so much better.
your epitome of hotness was elves prior to this.
That's true.
It's true.
Keep that in mind.
I love how your priorities are so well in order.
Yeah.
That just gave you a bit of a smile. I take my mirror back and pocket it.
Yeah, it's important.
If there's a null rib or something lying around, can I just like take it up and like
Perception check.
I want to get like whatever it is.
Okay,
Oh man, 12.
so one thing at
12.
a time.
You don't see any free null ribs at the moment. You saw one, and then right as you were about to like move towards it, it like picked it up and like it's standing there awkwardly trying to
Oh,
reinsert it back into its
nightmare
skeleton. Right?
creatures.
You're good at stealing shit, right? How'd you
Yeah.
feel about taking a rib?
Okay, so
Oh,
we'll
that's where you
discuss
draw the
these
line.
things one thing at a time. First thing, Felix,
Uh-huh.
you believe that
Are you guys like eating as you do this?
Yes.
that the Mary
I'm
Leaf
not hungry.
will not be able to take Riley now that Loth is supposedly protecting us, yes?
I mean, she said that harm won't come to us.
Okay, that is
So, I
not
mean-
specific
That's
enough.
not
Maybe you send a message to
Wolf.
no, the person with the hair,
Kaijan.
Kaijan. Send a message to him. Tell him
Person with the
to tell
hair.
the matron.
It's like everybody.
Yeah.
We could just say that she's under Lol's protection and hope for the best.
Well, that is not the best plan, but you've been through a lot today, and it is just the morning. So, you're not the only one who can send these spells. If you'd like to, or actually, Sebastian, you can cast message, yes?
I can't cast.
Right. So you can perhaps cast message to Kaijan and let him know to tell the matron what happened, so that specifically that we are all under Lot's protection, especially Ryan, so that they cannot take it
Why am I casting?
because he is too afraid to.
Oh. And you can't cast it?
I cannot cast message.
I mean, I can do it.
I think
just-
it would have
Don't
more
have
weight
to get a
coming
bravery
from
thing.
Felix,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, you're like
I cast that
bent from
message.
being frightened.
To Kaijan
Yes.
with that.
Yes.
Sentiment.
He's a cool guy. He'll hang out. He'll help us.
As you cast it to him,
Wait, Kaijun knows. He was there.
Yeah,
he,
but
he responds with, "I was there."
I love this
Oni,
guy.
what? Why did you tell me to tell him a thing he already knows?
Because perhaps he didn't know about the Merilith situation.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Wait, no, he did.
I don't know this.
Oh, wait. Did you know about the Marilith thing?
What Marilyn thing?
See,
I told him. He knows. Oh, I can't hear this. Sorry.
And then I do the telepathic thing. Oh, wow, it's too telepathic.
yeah.
Riley,
What?
does Kaijun know the
He's
Marilith thing?
He's trying to figure out a three-way call right now.
He does know because I told him, and then he said, "Well, like, aren't you privileged or something like stupid?"
Lucky you.
Yeah, no.
You do know because she told you, and you said something like, "Aren't you so privileged?"
And what do you want from me?
What do we want from him?
What are you holding up to my face right
It's a
now?
telepathic microphone.
We want to be taken. Wait, is it only her? Or you think
Just to her at the moment.
I take the other half of the coconut.
You can.
String.
Yeah.
I think Maybe I should tell Zemira that she can't take me, because if she takes me, then Loth is gonna be really mad.
So, Riley says that. Wait, Riley says that Loth says that if you take her, I'll be mad, so you can't do it, and
God damn it.
too bad.
Kaijan walks up to you and audibly says, "The hell are you talking about?"
So, Felix tells us that Loth said that we are all under her protection as long as we are on this plane, which is delightful. And the Mary Leith said that she wants to take Riley, but that cannot happen.
I don't want to go to the Abyss.
Also, that
I
will
hear
not-
it's really shitty.
Yes.
Is that on our plane?
No.
Oh no!
Yes, it's very bad.
The
It's
technicalities.
actually where the Minotaur was after we killed it.
I hated that place, Kaijan. I hated the place with the Minotaur. Don't want to go.
It was very bad.
Don't worry. If Loth doesn't want you to go to the Abyss, then you won't.
Okay, thank you.
Why am I not reassured by him?
I
Oh, I-
telepathically message Felix and say, I don't think Loth likes me though.
She likes me,
She owns you.
Thank you, guys.
I don't hear
but
this.
she
Never mind.
also said she liked me.
Oh,
She said specifically.
you should have led with that.
Specifically, she said, I like you.
Yes, she said I was one of her favorites.
I think she
That's
lied.
not a good thing.
That
Did you-
is
It's
a
not
great
true.
thing.
She didn't lie at all.
How do you know?
She's
She
a
has no
god. Why
reason
would she
to
lie?
She's a god.
Because she's an evil god.
If you were a
Yes,
god, you would
she's an
probably
evil
lie.
goddess, Felix. And now you work for her.
Telepathic.
Yeah, it's similar to the evil thing
Is
I was
it?
working for before.
Yeah.
She's eviler.
Maybe.
Okay.
I don't know.
Are you guys mind shouting at one another?
Yeah, yeah,
or-
yeah.
Probably.
This is not out
Just
loud at all.
intense silent
fine.
looks.
So I'm just picturing this awkward scene of you guys like food and just like
That's exactly
That
what's
sounds
happening.
That sounds about right.
That's exactly what's happening.
At one point, Sebastian like flips the plate.
so you guys are having this like
Always thanking Kaijan for his
you
reassuring
know what? Everyone
words.
give me a performance check as you're trying to keep your cool amidst this mental shouting.
Great.
Said
7.
they're trying.
Don't screw it up, Riley.
13. What?
I got a 7.
God,
A
13.
natural 2. I rolled a 3.
Oh,
10.
nice.
Wow.
I mean, in comparison, I'm doing real hot.
Yeah.
19. Yeah.
So we're just being weird eating?
Yeah, you guys are like to the point where like some of the gnolls that were like you see like two of the gnolls like tackle each other, and they like kind of like stand up and like there's like this like when you're at a party and everyone stops talking at the same time except for like you and one person.
Yep.
It's the same thing where everything sort of stands still for a second, and you guys aren't talking, but there's everyone like just like.
Is there like a turkey or a chicken on the table or something?
There are like deli meats and fruits and carbs.
Breakfast turkeys.
Yeah.
Breakfast.
Absolutely breakfast turkey.
Nice, like chocolate chicken like at the Knolls.
Want to try a chicken like at the Knolls?
Yeah.
Sure. Give me an animal handling check. Are you trying to like distract them or like you doing it out of anger?
I'm just trying to get them to go away. 10. And anger.
+2 for anger.
That's a natural 1.
Hey.
So two of they let go of each other and then they go and they start fighting over the.
Okay.
They're like pushing each other out of the way. They're kicking up gravel and stuff. Luckily, they're far enough out of the matron's radius of the gazebo that they don't seem to.
Range of rage.
So
Exactly.
we've dealt with the Maryleaf problem.
We have?
I think so.
Has that been established?
Kaijan said that we are fine.
I hate that man.
Oh, Oni.
What?
I never
Rather
thought
be hanging out with Azrael.
I
No.
honestly maybe.
That's an
You
interesting.
know,
Hell
like,
no.
there are some
Gamble.
situations where you say, are you okay? And someone says, I'm fine.
Yes.
They're not really fine.
So what the
Why
fuck
would
are
they
we
say
doing
they're
down
fine?
here exactly, Kaijan?
Why would he lie?
Breakfast. Is it not to your liking?
It is great. I
We
haven't
can
had
have
meat
the
and
cooks.
berries.
I'm a
very-
little distracted by everything, knowing that
By
my
what?
buddy has had his soul sold to your god.
He's been upgraded.
She's being taken by some serpent lady. I don't think this is not right,
She's
mate.
not being taken by me.
It's a complicated third day for you.
Yes.
This is. I don't like the city.
Do you think that Loth will be happy if Riley gets taken from us?
No.
You know who won't be happy?
I wouldn't dare speak on behalf of a god.
Smart.
Who's
man.
taking us to Vintar?
What?
Oh, yes.
I mean,
Please.
I will lead you half the way,
Oh, thank you.
and then
Real slow.
once we reach common ground, you all will be on your own.
Okay.
What's common ground?
Probably
The area that the surface elves patrol to maintain their routes.
Oh, but we will be meeting people.
Well,
Hey,
sort of.
Whoever is in charge of that area. Like we're not just gonna wander aimlessly ourselves after a certain point.
No, yeah, well, yeah. I'm going to lead you to common area and
Can we go
can we
today?
go now?
free you. No, not quite.
Why not?
Why?
We're waiting on a few details to work out.
Like what?
Details?
Details.
Like
Such as?
How the slaves.
Such as
we're ready to go. We're sitting on G waiting on O.
Yes.
If we're waiting on it. What'd you say?
Wow, that really landed.
Wow, I appreciate that.
I totally missed it. I'm
It's
very
unworthy.
focused right now on this thing.
That's okay.
If we're the ones that if we're the ones waiting on it, I think it does concern us.
I would rather we simply wait. I don't.
Well,
I think to Agar, like they're debating the fucking what's the word? God, I'm so far from myself that I can't use words. They're debating on where Riley goes or where we go. I feel like we're probably owed to somebody.
Mentally, I say to the group, there is no fucking debate. We're going to Vintar one way or another.
Hey,
Yeah,
when does-
I will
gonna lead
give
us
him his 2 days, but we're gonna start thinking of a fucking plan to get the fuck out of here.
Mr. Kaijan, when
Mrs. Riley.
I'm not a Mrs. Ugh,
Ms. Riley.
thank you. When does Xenerylith go home? Please tell me.
When they figure out the terms of the negotiation.
Do you enjoy our company?
Are those the
Do
details?
I enjoy your company?
Mhm.
Some of yours.
Okay.
According to you, a literal fucking god said she's not going. I think that means that the negotiations are done.
I think we're extrapolating a lot here. That's
It is big word.
I think
Okay.
I wouldn't presume to speak on the behalf of a god.
I didn't.
Nor on the behalf of my matron.
Okay.
Would you like to speak with either of them yourself?
Yes, I would actually.
I don't think. I tried to talk to the matron very nicely and she banished me. No, it's real boring.
I will
That
take
is
you
true.
to the matron.
Thank you.
Oh.
Okay.
I'd like to go with him.
It's a terrible idea.
He's
Yeah.
like,
I'm so excited.
he's like, one moment, allow me to announce your presence to the matron.
Thank you.
Come on, guard
Telepathically,
the sky.
I'd like to reach out to everyone. This is a terrible idea. You should not be doing this. You should wait patiently and let them take us back.
You think if we do enough terrible ideas, we'll get to a good idea?
No,
Okay,
that is not how that works.
so far.
Terrible ideas tend
Yeah,
to
come
lead
on,
to
only
bad
join the
situations.
terrible idea party.
I mean, Felix is not exactly happy with how things have turned out.
I have a plan.
You have
I don't know about Agar, but I have a plan.
What is your plan?
What is your plan?
See what happens to Agar, and then roll with that.
That's your plan?
That is not a plan.
I'm gonna help him out. It's gonna be fine.
It's not.
Trust me.
I think mentally to them, kids, I've got this. I'm a survivalist. I know different situations. It'll be great.
Kid. Listening back.
Fellas. And
Kaijan goes
Goat
to the gazebo, speaks to
I don't like the music change.
the matron, and there's a shift in posture on the matron.
Is he out of earshot?
What kind of
Yes.
shift?
I'm gonna cast comprehend languages on myself.
Okay.
Preemptively. So like,
Everyone will see you casting a spell.
that's fine.
There's a few sidelong glances in your direction. The matron shifts in her seat, stands up, puts her hand on Kaijon's shoulder, and then kind of like pushes him aside.
Oh no.
And then she starts walking in your
Oh,
direction.
that's not what I wanted.
What the fuck did you
And
want?
she starts walking towards you.
That's bad. That's really bad. I wanted to be
Pale.
brought there. Shit.
Purple skin,
No.
dark silk robes, thick jewelry, wrought with hemp, and she comes all up, step by step by step by step.
As she's approaching, I'd like to think to the group. Should we like stand up or something?
I got it. Don't worry.
No, what?
Trust
she's
me.
coming
Trust
to
me.
us.
Just trust me. Just trust me.
I'm gonna stand up.
Oh wait, we're not sitting down.
Yeah, we are. We're at a table eating. She's coming.
So
to
I
us.
have
It's a
I half
buffet
stand,
style
half
table.
sit because we didn't decide.
Wait,
What
it's
the
a
fuck are we quibbling about this for?
it's a buffet style table. We're all standing.
Who the fuck cares?
Okay, if we are
Only
sitting,
standing.
I also stand.
She walks up to your general vicinity.
I'm sitting.
Makes eye contact with Agar. I hear my presence was requested by a dwarf.
I take a deep bow.
I
Your
emulate.
presence honors me. I
Give
guess.
me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh,
It's
great.
like you just summoned the matron of the Underdark.
Yeah.
The whole thing.
Great. That is a 22.
22?
Hold on.
Nice.
What's 14 plus 8? Yes.
22.
22.
22. Okay, so you take half damage.
Great.
As with a flick of her hand, Agar's skin pulses gray, and then black veins kind of shoot up
Like.
all over him.
I try to hold my composition as
This is
best
what I
can.
meant by finding out what happened to Agar.
Okay.
Now I know what not to do.
Right.
Talk to her.
Ask her to come here.
Be in her presence.
Yep.
I didn't ask her to come here. I asked to be
No.
brought to her.
That's
her.
not better.
Well, he said, "Would you like me to like
I know.
get you?"
Lied.
He's not a good guy.
Yeah,
No.
he's not a good guy. He's worse than Azrael.
He is absolutely not worse than Azrael.
Oh yeah.
Outwardly.
Azrael was a bad liar,
True, but
or chose not to. I can't really tell the
she was
difference.
just a bitch.
But that's predictable. Predictable's better in the Underdark.
I
Yeah.
feel like he's not unpredictable. Wow, dude.
Oh,
Yeah, this is not
oh,
a good time.
what if we just run?
No, that won't work
Why not?
because they have magic and arrows.
I have magic. And
You suffer
Yes, but we'll
52 points of necrotic damage, halved,
Okay.
Oh, okay.
and your hit point max is reduced by
26.
25. It was 52.
Permanently?
It was 20. Yeah, 26.
Permanently?
I mean, at the moment.
Okay.
And so you see Agar kind of wither in age before your very eyes as the matron, with a flick of her wrist, causes Agar to collapse momentarily. Agar, what do you do?
Seeing that, I very excitedly look towards the matron. Does anything happen to her?
This is creepy.
No.
Oh, because nothing
Because
is
he
supposed to
said
happen
she's
alone.
Loth said no harm to her from her followers.
Nothing appears to happen.
Fine, whatever.
I think out, like, she may be a heretic.
No.
Like the other one
Ugh.
that we murdered.
Unlike
I think back, they're all fucking heretics, and I stand back up. I take the hempen necklace that's covered, that's jewel encrusted from the matron that we killed, and I just put it out and bow my head. A gift from the Hollow Quills. Yeah. Gift taken from the matron of the Hollow Quills for you. I do hope it is pleasant to you.
She reaches down, takes it, as she takes a diamond worth 5,000 gold pieces from your hands. takes it from you. Says,
No more shit to Oni.
consider this compensation for your slight. Now, enjoy your breakfast. She turns around, starts walking back. Do you do anything?
Summon one of the maidens for sure.
What does the guard do?
He.
She walks back. She's a little heavier set than the other drow that you had met.
Gotta.
You can see her shoulder blades clearly.
Kind of slump in disappointment.
I do nothing.
There's a stillness that had befallen the party. And as the matron stands down, there's a collective, like, from everyone. And then from the back of the gazebo, you hear.
We are gonna die.
I like her.
Right?
Yeah.
Right?
I say
Do you know
in Infernal
Greater Restoration?
to
you know Greater Restoration?
Felix,
Your breakfast continues awkwardly.
what do you think will happen to her? In Infernal, I say that out loud to Felix. Does he understand me?
That's a good question.
It's a good question. Tieflings innately know Infernal?
It is part of the race thing.
You know half of Inferno.
Yeah. You understand him.
So do I.
Whoa.
Nice. We speak Infernal too. Oh, right, comprehend.
Spoilers.
This
Whoa.
is not what Kaijan expressed what he was going to do.
That's not true. Well, no. Kaijan may have very well said, I'm bringing, Yagar wants to come talk to you. And she was just like, all right, I'll go over there.
I'm very upset.
Kaijon's that be careful what you wish for kind of
Yeah,
guy.
exactly.
I will look towards him and just say, "Hi, John. Are you as surprised as I am that Lolth didn't do something about that?"
Well, I think she did. I think she could have been far worse. Didn't seem like he took the whole brunt of it.
I suppose.
Okay.
I saved.
Well, yeah.
You don't know.
Thank Wolf's mercy for that,
Yeah.
apparently. Okay, so 2 days
Well
Wolf's going to
played.
guide us.
Well played.
Felix,
Uh-huh.
my understanding, Loth said that no harm would come to you, meaning you wouldn't die within Rachnia, not by any of her hands.
Well, that's not what the word harm means. That's what die means. That looked like harm to me.
That's exactly what that was.
Yeah.
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 I think to Felix, so much for Loth's protection.
I mean, on the scale of a god versus not a god, you know?
I mean, I don't know. I feel like if I get my... Do I get my soul back if she doesn't hold up her end of the deal?
It's usually how it goes, I feel.
I don't think you know what the deal really is, dude.
Well, I didn't really sign a contract like last time.
I don't think devils and demons operate in the same way.
Fuck balls. You're right.
Most of demons?
No. Both is devil, yes?
I don't think it actually matters.
Oh,
I thought Molth was a goddess.
well, I mean, god level. Oh,
What happens after breakfast?
We are lunch.
I mean, we eat lunch.
As you say that, there's kind of a servant that comes up and quickly speaks with Kaijan. And then Kaijan's eyes go wide. And he's like,
Go wide? Okay.
like kind of out of interest. He's like, very well.
I don't like that.
Uh, I will arrange things. And then the servant goes back.
Was that about my familiar spell?
No.
Okay.
And then he walks up to the matron, leans down, hands behind his back, whispers a few words. And then the two of them walk past you all
Oh, thank God.
and inside. And as they're walking inside, Kaijan over her shoulder, Sebastian, Agar, join us.
Jesus Christ.
Everybody gets a thing.
But I have to go to the bathroom.
Hey, Sebastian, you remember when we were talking earlier?
It's this way.
Your turn.
Yep.
I kind of want to inside check the bathroom, but I'll go.
So you guys follow?
I guess so. I'm afraid what happens if I don't.
Can I ask real quick? Did I see the Marilyn react to Felix at all?
Perception check.
11.
11. Tough to tell from this distance. Tough to read her fangy face.
Cool.
Cool.
So the two of you follow?
Agar, they don't know we can talk.
Stick together
Buddy system.
Yeah.
and keep in touch. I'm gonna go with Sebastian.
You guys make your way down the hall.
Nah, Oni doesn't matter.
The matron has disappeared at this point into a room. And you enter a room, and it's a throne room. Lots of marble along the floors. Statues that rise up out of the marble. Spiders, demons, and female figures, kind of very similar to the things you saw in the garden. And the matron is in her throne. And there's a figure on hand and knee, with one hand over the knee and then forehead to the forearm. And then as the matron sits down, the figure stands up, and you recognize the familiar sway
Yes.
of hips and shoulders that exude confidence and arrogance. And the door shuts, and it's the matron, Azrael, Sebastian, Agar, and Kaijan.
What the fuck?
She wants you.
No,
Ooh.
I think she
Azrael
wants his beard.
turns
No.
around.
This is where Gar dies.
Yeah.
Oh. They've joined us. And then looks back towards the matron.
We still have telepathy. There's no specified range.
True.
What is happening?
Yo, you
Is that
communicated-
true? Can we?
You communicated with mushrooms that were miles and miles and
Yeah,
miles
that's
and
right,
miles
right,
away.
right.
Just say,
I
he
said
just,
there's
he
no-
just asked you what
Okay.
happened.
Yeah,
What's
yeah,
going
yeah.
on?
Sorry. Oh, you asked us what's going on. Oh,
Guys, Azrael's here! Oh my
Azrael's
god!
appeared. Fucking shit.
We're gonna die!
We need a word for like if shit hits the fan, like.
How about
Yahtzee.
shit hits the fan?
How about ah?
Help, oh God, help.
Azrael's voice penetrates past your telepathic conversation.
Oh.
Matron Michonne,
Cool.
I come to offer trade.
What?
I will give you gold, diamonds, things of value, part of the estate of the Holoquills, in exchange for these two.
Oh no!
This is crazy.
Oh no!
The matron looks at Azrael and says, "What are you doing? You've been quite ambitious lately. Every day asking for a little more, a little more. ambition is to be rewarded. You want these two?
Sebastian's like,
Agar's also like,
Buddy cop.
You would like the dwarf? Tell me, what is it that you will do with the dwarf? Azrael looks back at you.
oh no. No, 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 no.
Sebastian's gonna die of collateral
No,
damage.
no, 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 no.
Gar's gonna
Nice,
flip his lid.
2 steps to the left.
And as she looks back at the matron,
Oh god.
I will give him the proper breeding that all surface dwellers deserve, especially ones with the temerity of this one. I will treat him well.
Fucking killer. Should've left her dead.
I mental him. You can mental rage at me. Don't say anything.
Fucking killer. I should've left her dead.
And the half-elf? Oh, half-elf. Purely for pleasure. And you offer how much? Azrael opens up a bag and presents it to the matron. Matron looks down. Eyes flash to you two. You can have the dwarf. I want a little more for the half-elf.
Sebastian is secretly happy.
Give me a deception check.
What?
I want to
hide
see
my
if you
face.
can
I had to
hide that.
smile.
If you can hide the sigh of relief.
God, that die.
18.
Agar, roll insight.
Wouldn't it be passive? It's like, well, yeah, it would be active.
He's probably a little distracted right now.
Yeah, right? There's a lot going on. Oh my god.
Didn't inspire me going out. Inspired her.
Yeah.
You had a friend.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
Also,
I mental
Marathon of
whisper.
the Abyss.
I mental whisper. Guys, we're being sold to Azrael.
This
and
is not okay.
I don't know whose fate is worth Agar's or mine.
How much?
I don't know yet, but apparently I don't include Agar in this. I don't know yet.
Big
But apparently
fuck off
I'm worth
bag of
a little
jewels.
bit more.
Please loom that. Please loom that over him forever.
He's damaged goods.
What are you? What is happening?
The matron looks back. Give Azrael
Why'd she have to come back?
persuasion check.
I hate her so much.
Ooh.
Long distance cutting words.
Right?
I don't think it's gonna matter.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I could get away from Azrael, not the matron.
For sure.
I think to the people still in the room, like, is there something we should do about this?
I don't know what we can do.
Are we stuck here? Are we stuck here?
The matron
Yes.
looks back at Azrael. Says, "You can have them both, but bring back the half-elf alive."
Oh, you're being loaned.
Bring back.
And with that,
No.
No.
Don't do it.
No.
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 bringing
bro.
out
No.
into the air,
No.
No.
How are you gonna do this to us?
No.
we're gonna call it.
God damn it!
How come he gets to
No.
escape all this shit?
No!
Oni is a nice boy. Be nice to Oni.
My
What is
heart is
happening?
pounding right now. This is not okay. Oh my
Tell me why
god.
bring him back.
I am so angry. We should have just left her fucking dead.
Am I like a rental?
Maybe she's really grateful and just wants to reward you guys.
Obviously not. No. She wants to humiliate them
There
and then
was-
kill them.
So much misleading
Well,
to
maybe
all
she
of
just wants to have a
us.
sex
I'm
life
very
with
upset.
Sebastian, but whatever.
Guys. This is the catch.
I told you.
You're real funny.
Oh boy.
No, don't you, old boy.
You old boy, ask
You
for
don't get that,
yourself.
old boy.
This is no.
This is all you.
I'll tell you right. Little peek behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The matron was going to refuse to give in to Azrael's ambitions
Until they requested to speak with her.
until Agara stepped out of line.
The guy said it would have been fine.
He lied.
I insight checked him.
I think he said he didn't know, or he wouldn't presume to say anything. He's basically useless.
You said you wanted to talk to her.
I said I wanted to ask what he meant.
Well,
I did say I wanted to speak with her, but I thought that he would take me to the gazebo and like ask permission to speak.
Get to determine what happens based on your thought process, bro.
Agara is a
That's how this
survivalist,
works.
one that learns to adapt to his situations. And we'll see
God.
next week how he,
Oh, boy.
Sebastian, and the others adapt to their current predicament. If you're still with us, I hope you enjoyed the ride. And join us next week to see whether these legends live
Or go with the
Or get debearded.
or these legends die.
I'll give you the Marilith salute.
Peace out.